So even if we lose internet, we're still recording and we can always post later.
Good plan.
Good plan.
Start scrim.
Start scrim.
Which is being picked up.
Start scrim.
Start scrim.
Star scream.
Star scream.
Did someone say star scream?
You had lost to a pony in death battle.
Skip it, do a barrel roll.
Yes, Starscream had that he had lost a rainbow dash in death battle.
Is it processing?
Yes.
But yes,
it says it is. I've learned to not trust that on there whatsoever.
Yeah, that you just trust that.
So we're live.
Yay!
We're live using the new thing, and I don't have to keep turning around and looking at the screen because I can look right there. Everybody's in it pretty.
It is a beautiful layout. I approve of this.
Wait, where is our lizard friend?
He's
right there.
You can see him. He's in the top corner.
He's right there.
Good.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Profile shots. We love them. All right. So, wait. Where? I don't need to look up there anymore. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, I am Neysa Does Cosplay. I am the DM for this Tears of Kairos campaign, and let's just do a quick introducciones of everybody.
All right. That I am going to be playing. That my name is Ninja Spence, and I will be playing Zhonya Embersong, the Fire Genasi Time Wizard who got stomped the last game.
My name is Jed, and I'll be playing Arten Dawnwatcher, the Leonin fighter who, I now get to attack twice.
Nice.
It's okay.
I think internet took a dip for a second.
Oh, damn.
Internet took a dip for a second.
Are we on mute? Because you got red.
No. What's happening over here is the internet connection's being garbage.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoa, hello. Whee!
So, there's going to be a serious lag at this point now.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to do this.
7, 8. Yep. About 8 seconds till I rub my hands. So,
sorry folks at home, we are experiencing some technical difficulties because fucking Comcast. Anyway, I'm Miro / Hewitt, and I will be playing Fil'verl Ettin, the Warlock Genie Pack, as well as Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't get to attack twice.
I don't either.
It's okay. Like it was really.
Oh
fun.
yes, and then Tal'gor's not here. Who is normally played by Nate, and then he is our lizard folk barbarian.
Get better, Nate. Feel better.
We hope you feel better.
Wishing all the hearts. Okay, so we're gonna do a really speedy recap because we are late off the jump, and we have to kind of close it down about 9:30. Yes. 9:45.
9:45. 9:40.
Right.
Yes, we got about 3 hours. We're still okay.
All right. Cool. So, last time, and part of the time before that, you guys had finally made it to Stonecar Pass, escorted your caravan successfully through the marsh without any supreme loss of life or anything like that. And you guys have made it to the town, kind of done a little run around and tried to figure a few things out, gather a little bit of information. And after that, you guys kind of headed to the inn where you had part of your pay for escorting the caravan was a night at the town's tavern inn. So you had had some drink and some food and kind of went to bed. Y'all did decide to kind of keep watch though, and so it was toward the morning, but not terribly far toward the morning, that you were all startled and awakened by more shadows and more creatures of darkness attacking the town itself. You headed out to help the town guard fend off these incursions, and quite successfully did so. To the I don't know what's happening there because I'm trying to focus, guys.
You did a thing with the gummy bear.
Okay. But yeah, so you guys did manage to intervene and help with eliminating all of the shadows, including a very large, very badass shadow chimera. And by so doing, you were able to make the acquaintance of one Erobos, a blue-skinned, tall, blue-horned tiefling who was shooting fire arrows out in front of the temple at the Shadow Chimera. And he seems rather intrigued by all of you and was basically heading back for drinks with you guys.
Yeah, we're getting drunk.
So we will pick back up with essentially on the road, like basically right coming up to the tavern again. The aftermath of these attacks is visible everywhere. There are guards picking up their fallen comrades. There are townsfolk, mostly men. Seems like whatever women and children are still around have bunkered down quite well, and not any of them are visible except those females that are in the guard. And while you are approaching the tavern, you will see that the indoors are thrown open, and Dusty himself is actually in the front yard, bandaging a few individuals who seem to have been working to defend the tavern. So, one thing I did want to make sure that we were on the same page. Arten, you are from Theros, correct? So you will know that Erobos' name is literally the Theran god of death name. So, continue as we're approaching the end.
Internet just died.
We're on that same page. I played that game made by the wizards on the coast.
I do too. He's my favorite.
So yeah, when you said that, I was like, I know that name. We're gonna see if it's the same as that name. I know that name. It is that name.
We're just recording now.
We are
folks.
just recording. We will post this at a later date.
Cool.
Probably tomorrow.
Fair enough. Provided the internet works.
That face.
So cool.
That face.
I can't clip it.
I mean, that the internet just turned white as you just stopped
Let
streaming.
me what timestamp is that?
Hold on.
Like 6:50 something.
Can't clip it.
I will literally keep a clip track of timestamps, flags.
We're more like on 7:14.
Yeah.
Failed to connect to server.
All right. Well,
All right. Anyway.
Y'all keep going. Phil's just walking with his hand over his shoulder in his underwear.
What was the?
yeah, you were far enough ahead. You've already.
What's Blue Tiefling's name again?
Erobos.
Erobos.
Airy.
He will not answer to that. I guarantee you.
Bo.
He might answer to that. That sounds fun. Okay, so as we're approaching the inn,
No, we're
Erobos.
yes.
I think drinks are gonna have to wait for a little bit.
Just makes big puppy eyes.
You see, these guys look like they need a little help cleaning up.
Fair enough. Morning beer.
Morning beer.
Morning beer! And he just literally turns around and zooms back down the road toward the stormhouse.
Oh, I didn't know he wasn't gonna help us.
Phil's just looking at you like this. You didn't fucking know he wasn't gonna help, huh? That one is flighty.
Well, I can see that now.
Also, DM, may I ask what everybody's passive perception is?
12.
No, I'm just asking permission.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is y'all's passive perception?
12.
Damn.
10 plus whatever your percept score is.
Yeah, it's got a 13.
13. How hard would it be to notice that Phil now has like a noticeable iris versus what his black eyes had been?
I would say if you once y'all sit down around a table again for a little bit, probably
Okay.
pretty easy. But while y'all are up and moving and doing things, probably not.
Okay. So, Phil's just gonna say, fine, we need to help people, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
No,
No.
you and Tal'gor sleep.
We sleep? Okay.
Go to bed.
Maybe the dog can help, but is the dog fucked up?
She's still happy.
All right, so
Tal'gor's trying to be all manly. He was like, "Ah." You're bleeding. You're only alive because she made you alive. All right? Go to bed.
Yeah,
also
It'll be fine.
you're
Tal'gor.
barely able to drag your fucking axe. Like,
But you,
Seriously.
Tal'gor, that I don't know how you done it. You survived whatever that was.
He blocked it with his face. That's how he did it.
Right.
Face block.
Zorina
Face shield.
helped him out, and then just basically do what you do best.
Both of you, we have 2 beds. Go use them.
What is Zarina going to do to help?
Just basically keep them company, possibly like if it's like small children or whatever, blink towards them.
Not around here. This is a few guards that had obviously been defending the inn, and a few of the like travelers who have some fighting experience similar to you guys. That's pretty much it. But it seems like they're trying to keep them out from the like not doing triage in the common room. Bloodstains. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to whoever looks like they're in charge.
Right now it's Dusty, Lori's husband.
Yeah. Dusty?
Yeah.
How can we help?
I need bandages from down the stable way.
Alright.
I think that might be something more what I can do. You might want to be able to start lifting.
Alright.
Yeah, we need to get that one bandaged up, and we need to get this one. This one needs to get back to the barracks. I've got him on a litter. I just need somebody else to help me carry it.
I got that.
All right.
I got you.
I'm not gonna roll. We're not gonna roll for it unless you just want to.
Nah. If I failed, I would just continue trying until I didn't fail. So.
Until they're dead or you don't fail.
Yeah.
So basically, between you and Dusty, you were able to transport one of the guard back to the barracks. At the barracks,
with my muscles.
Which muscles? At the barracks, you are met by a very ragged-looking female guard. Her wings are blood spattered, just absolutely covered with gore. But she is there basically like directing everyone where they need to go, trying to make sure cots get cleared and everything. And she sees the two of you approaching with another one. She says, "I got no more room. Put him right there." And points to like an empty patch of ground, kind of toward the market square.
Okay.
But you guys are able to get him deposited. A few like triage type nurse people come along and start tending to him. So you'll head back up to the tavern. Phil, you've managed to bring some. You did like it took a little bit of hunting around, but you finally found like a bag of what looked like horse bandages, and basically brought them back up to the front. And one of the other travelers kind of helped you rig some bandaging on the one guy who still had a big old gash on his arm. So once he's bandaged up, he starts heading off to the barracks as you guys are coming back up, and that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. Most things had already been kind of trying to get it taken care of and just move on toward morning. And so at this point, going back through the common room, both you and Tal'gor and later you and Phil would see Lori basically boiling water and prepping like trays of like various alcohol and like more bandages and like softer linen. What is that?
What?
Right.
The other bathroom's on the other side of this wall, isn't
Yeah.
it? Okay, so it's gonna bother me. Okay. So,
I
was like, I'm hearing a hissing noise.
That is the water going through the line into the bathtub.
We just did exactly what Arten and Phil would have done while passing the tray full of alcohol and stuff. Just
She sees you do that. She's like, "That's more for pouring on wounds, but good on you." She's literally not even questioning it though. Like it's whatever people need to get through the night, kind of thing.
take another sip. Pour it on a wound.
Beautiful sound effect.
You gotta get that. Oh wait, never mind. Inspiration. Reset.
Yes, one for the night. They stack across the campaign.
Hey.
All right, so Tal'gor has not been using it, so I think he's up to 3.
Make sure I can get this. That fucking sucked.
The drink or the fights?
Yes.
Agreed.
This is why we never go to fucking church. Ever. Ever. Okay?
when you came through earlier,
Mm-hmm.
Lori would have made mention that y'all can probably get some sleep, get some rest. But shortly after first light, there's probably going to be a contingent of guard or two coming for kind of like a debrief session. They'll want to talk to you guys and see what your report is.
All right. Just sound like thank you, Lori. Then just go back holding the
report is.
that the
What our fucking report is.
But, so just to kind of streamline things a little bit, is there anything else you guys need or want to do before you kind of crash?
No, I want to crash.
I'm assuming Tal'gor has passed the ever-loving F out in the bed.
Yeah.
Phil's just going to look at Tal'gor, look over at the tool set for doing more work and the rest of his clothing, put his hand on the lantern. If it's all the same to you tonight, I think I want to sleep instead of trying to do any more work.
You feel almost like a gentle stroke along your hair. Sleep, you earned it.
Alright. And I can't do it because I haven't had a rest yet. I can't go back in my lantern.
This is correct.
So I'm going to put the lantern there and just... Alright. He can fucking deal with it. And
Bed sharing.
Phil is just going to lay and snuggle into the large lizard man, and then because he knows Tal'gor's cold-blooded, prestidigitation on the jacket to create a warming effect. So, all right, now I got a fucking electric blanket and I'm all snuggly.
Beautiful.
Tal'gor just basically just sleep.
I would have walked into the room, saw her passed out on the bed. The dog, I assume, would just like curled up at the foot of the bed.
At this point,
Probably at the.
Lori didn't question Zarina coming in this time. Like, that was so far down her radar, she didn't even care.
Cool. So yeah, look at both of them, and I just like plop my bag's right there. I'm just gonna plop onto the ground. It's like I've slept on the floor before. It's no big deal.
Find the warmest part of floor.
There's a rather warm jacket lizard man in bed in the other room.
There is.
No, just
Come on to the cuddle puddle.
just 100% would have just curled into a little ball. I'm like, fuck it, I'm out. I'm done.
Did someone throw a box out for you?
No.
The whole floor is his box.
If you fits, you sit.
Yes, I have yet to find a box to sit in and make that happen. But I'm sure since I'm saying this out loud, the DM will provide a box, and like 2 or 3 sessions from now, like there's the box there.
It's a shipping crate.
It's a shipping crate.
It once held potatoes.
Oh no, you did something to the Tal'gor.
Tal'gor is dead.
Aww.
He's up.
He's asleep. He is much asleep. All right, so it was kind of the wee early morning hours, like witching hour. So it's only going to be another short rest.
Cool.
I had already gotten about 4 hours, hadn't I? Because
yes.
Yeah, I took first watch, so technically
You're fine.
I'm
You are
rested.
fine.
I just have to wait. Does that mean I get stuff back?
Wait, no. If you took first watch.
Took first watch and then
it was
down.
it was partway through second watch when all of this happened, so it wasn't a full 4 hours.
Okay, but does it count as a short rest for? Shit. Now I got a question. I'm multi-classed. When do my spells come back?
Like I know.
Oh no!
Your stuff is your stuff to. Oh no!
The light is on the.
Oh God, we have failed.
You need a DM's book?
No, I need a.
A player's. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because there's not a difference now between my warlock or my sorcerer spell slots.
This is correct.
Fudge. I've never done this before. I've played this game for years and I've never multi-classed a spell user.
Okay, so is the question how many of your warlock stuffs will also function on your sorcerer stuffs?
Hold on. If you have this one. It just says you can use your warlock spells to your pack slots to cast other stuff, and you can use your other stuff to cast warlock spells.
Yep.
It doesn't say anything because I get all my, as a warlock, I get my spells back on a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
But a sorcerer has to take
a long rest.
rest.
Okay, but so for them, it's only going to be about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. So it counts as a short rest for them, but for you, it could be a full trance.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out now. Now I have an actual question. How do my spell slots recharge?
So.
Because my spell slot total is because I'm a first level sorcerer and then a 4th level.
So I think the recharge on the warlock side of things is only going to affect your warlock packed spell slots, which are always whatever highest level you've got.
Okay, so the 2 level 3s that I get from now being multi-class are now my pack magic, is what you're saying. Because I count as a 5th level character, and then multi-classing spellcasters, which means I get 4 first level, 3 second level, 2 third. Now,
yes,
neither one of my my classes.
Your warlock packed spell slots follow your warlock level, not your combined level.
Okay, and that's what the problem is. I still have more second levels than I did before. So does that mean I have 1 freebie 3rd level and then 2 that are my pack spells? Because you use your full when figuring out. Sorry, people, for when we put this on.
This is going to be educational. It's fine. Keep going.
So you add your warlock levels, your wizard levels. So it's okay. Hold on.
The warlock spell slot regeneration thing, I think, should only go for the warlock spell slots. It's not like the wizard thing where you can throw those regained slots anywhere. It's
hold on. I think I might have misread something. So, cleric, druid, bard, cleric, sorcerer, wizard. I add half rounded down paladin, ranger, and a third.
Because warlocks just gain back anything on a short rest.
Use your total determined.
Meanwhile, I'm fine. I got all my superiority dice back, so I'm good.
Okay, so my pack magic is separate, but there's a problem though.
I had to make sure about that. I was like, was that a sword?
Yeah, you can use. So you have a full spell pool of all your combined spell casting options, but on the regain, it should follow the warlock level.
Well, the warlock is not included in the list of stuff you combine for spellcaster level. So I was trying to make sure that I didn't read this beforehand. Sorry, trying to make sure. Okay, do I have 3rd level spells or not? And I'm starting to think, no, I don't.
A quiet evening alone.
I just think I can cross cast spells because I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I have my warlock levels.
Okay, so like on my Wizlock, I have to look at it. So if she's a 5th level wizard, then I look at the 5th level line on the wizard table and I get that shit. Then I go to my warlock list.
Okay, I've been trying to add in warlock like it was.
No. So you have when you multi-class, and this is where it's easier on milestone than XP. You literally every time you level up, you decide what class that level goes into.
Right.
And then you have to follow. So there are some things like your cantrips that level up on your combined player level. Right.
Right.
Okay, I did that wrong. I just wanted to check because I was like, I don't think I should have the option for 3rd level spells.
You shouldn't.
No.
Not
so
yet.
I got 2 first level spell slots. And I got my normal packed magic spell slots, which should be 2 second levels.
I just typically just try to basically keep them separated by basically just having 2 separate spell sheets just in case. So that just helped me understand.
But when you go to cast,
no, I can cast.
You can use with any spell slot. It doesn't matter the origin, unless it's one of your invocation things where it is specifically a warlock thing.
Okay, I got it.
Okay,
so I was making sure I was trying to make sure because like that's a whole lot of spell slots out of absolute nowhere. So Okay, so clarifying. I picked up a bunch of cantrips.
Okay.
I got 2 level 1,
Okay.
2 level 1 spell slots that are my sorcerer spells, and I
Okay.
got 2 level 2s
Which
that are my pack magic. Okay.
But when
Thank
you go to cast them, you
I
can
can
use
use either.
either one. When you go
Right.
to regain them, it follows that
rules.
level of that class.
So, since I leveled up,
You're a level 5.
right now I'm just checking, I pick up my spell slots trancing for my sorcerer class.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Wanted to make sure, because if not, some roleplay options will not be available yet. If so,
You're
Phil
getting,
feels funny.
You're getting the equivalent of a long rest because you're trancing for
Right.
the 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
But they're only getting a short rest because it's not a full 8 hours.
I thought it was 6 to 8 hours. You can.
It's not. It's not a full 6 though.
Okay.
It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. So even if y'all wake up with the
Gotcha.
birds, it's still 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we're good.
Phil goes back and puts a sign on each door. Do not fucking disturb.
All right. So morning rolls around. It does. Lori and the gang kind of give you a little bit more time, but eventually, you both get knocks on your doors.
I throw
Both
something at the
rooms.
door. Whatever is near my head, I fling it at the door.
You fling a boot.
It wasn't the dog. I fling a boot at the door.
That was weird. But yeah, so and you hear Marley's voice, the little girly girl. She says, "There's some soldiers here wanting to talk to you."
So glad this is not my room first.
Ow. I guess, shall we?
If they bring me something to drink, I'll talk.
I mean, that...
I heard that there's coffee in the common room.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to the common room.
She's listening at the door, and so she's gonna move to the next door once she hears y'all moving around.
Fuck off!
That you just instantly
Language!
Yes, I used it. Please understand. Leave.
I'm supposed to tell you, and she's getting progressively louder, that breakfast is on the table!
Just grabbing Tal'gor's hand and putting it over my elf ear.
Meanwhile, Tal'gor is popping up.
Dumps you on the floor.
Like... just bolts out the door, and then that...
Nearly runs her over,
and then that
so she's gonna like...
I'm opening the door to see Tal'gor basically run over a small child.
And then at that point, that you have probably would have felt the effects of Zhonya's time magic, and then that you would have been dressed and ready in just a span of 10 seconds.
Cool.
Everybody's ready, like...
I can spare you that one. I don't think I disrobed at all. I just plopped on the floor. Covered in guts and everything. Just whatever. I'm done with the day.
Phil would have prestidigitated you.
I feel like, yeah.
I'm sure he would have. I live in a world where time sometimes goes slower or faster, and sometimes I'm magically clean. But I have never did I ask for any of it. I just continue living in the world.
Phil will
I'm just going forward, getting muddy and bloody and dirty, and they're like,
It's
nope,
almost like-
undo. And I'm like,
It's almost like someone is controlling you.
yeah.
Going to Phil's gonna pull on his pants and throw the jacket on, but not worry about the shirt or the vest at this point, because he knows. Well, actually, no, he's fully rested, so never mind. It's not Haggard. He's gonna actually get dressed
Okay.
and put everything back in his pack.
After you got tumped on the floor by a giant lizard man knocking you out of bed to go chase for breakfast.
Just look at the small child that I'm assuming is almost bowled over in the hallway.
No.
She kind of like...
Alright,
What against the
that's
wall.
the other reason I wanted you to move. I didn't want you to get crushed by the fucking lizard.
You don't know how to talk to kids, and just walks away.
This is Arten, just in the hallway laughing at it. You don't.
All I'm going to fucking say is, this is how my mother talked to me every goddamn day in my life.
Well, after she got fucked by Zeus, I
I
guess
mean,
anything
that's-
goes.
Says a lot.
You know that-
Says a lot.
I was raised basically not to use that kind of language until that the students who had basically tried to use fireball on a Bunsen burner.
The fucking what?
They were smart. They went to school.
So
That's dumb.
in the common room, there are a couple of guards sitting down with just some coffee, or they're kind of like leaned up against the bar a little bit with mugs of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Lori is there, keeping the pot warm, and as you guys come in, she pulls a couple of covered plates, like a few covered plates out from under. She says, "Most everybody's already up and around, but I saved you some breakfast.
Thank you, dear.
Plenty of sausages, and they tell me that you guys were up by the temple last night."
Yeah. Yes.
We were.
Well, lucky you're alive, and you're welcome to stay here as long as you're in town. We'll come to an arrangement on the fee. All right? You're doing everyone a service here. The least I can do is a return favor.
Appreciate that.
But I'll leave you with them.
Before you head out, grab a cup of coffee and
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take a big swig real quick. Could you top this off with something a little stronger?
All right. Yeah.
All right.
So,
let's start.
Phil's cup is completely empty of coffee.
pouring.
Okay.
She reaches against the back wall, grabs like it's a little squarish flask, and comes in and dunks a big glug in both of your cups.
Much obliged.
Now, careful with it, though. All right, but she leaves it on the counter for you.
Thank you.
It'd be rude to drink everything, so we should probably leave the rest of the bottle alone.
Probably.
The next swig you take, it has a very chocolatey undertone, but it is strong shit.
Oh, that's absolutely delightful.
Don't let the little one know. She said cats can't have chocolate.
At this, Marley comes in again, stomps her little foot, and says, "You didn't give him chocolate, did you?
No.
Fucking hell!" And her
All right!
and her mom's like, "Marley-Ann!"
Oh, look, shit, it's not that bad yet, kid. She only used 2, not all 3.
3?
Is your last name Ann?
Last name?
Correct.
Marley? Yeah, Ann's my last name.
Alright, never mind. No one in this town can get in real trouble because they can't have all 3 gods given names called when their mom's pissed.
Lori just kind of peeks her head out from the kitchen. She's like, "Not every family has a surname, you dolt." And goes back in to the kitchen. Marley dashes out front.
You learn something fucking new every day.
If you lose me, my room and board that I just got.
If they kick us out after what we did and the fact that I sent something ass over tea kettle off of her and killed it,
All right.
fuck this town.
So the guards have been kind of letting you get your wiggles out,
Right.
But they're gonna kind of try to regain control of the situation. So,
Oh wait, you're on the other end of the table, are you?
they're literally leaning up against the bar, like Lori put things on the bar for you guys.
I didn't realize that. Hewitt as a player didn't realize they were there when we sat
Yes.
down.
They are.
I knew.
I knew.
Was more
just like
into
letting
my
this play
drinks
out.
and my food because they will be there eventually. We'll talk.
But we understand that the 4 of you were up at helping out in town and up at the up outside the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Aye.
That can you give us any kind of insight? I mean, because
It was-
you're fresh from out of town, and we've been dealing with this for weeks. Any idea where these things? Did you see what direction maybe they were coming into town from? I mean,
Honestly, no.
See, what had happened was we woke up to a large cacophony outside. So when we got out there, some of your folk were right in a bad spot between a whole bunch of ghoulies and a cloud that fucking tried to eat people.
told you. Yeah, whatever.
I'm calling it a culio munchbus.
It's not what it's called.
What?
What else would you call it? I'm calling it a Culeomunchmus. There's a cloud that tried to eat people.
This is very fascinating information. I am going to quote
He
that.
just named the cloud and then said munch. It's not what it's called.
What's the timestamp? I feel like that needs to get clipped. Because that is a word.
35-ish.
Okay.
Well, in that case, what would you fucking call it?
Death cloud.
Well, that is pretty simple.
I mean, while Miss that was that Tal'gor and Zhonya was fighting, can both of them roll possibly some type of check to see what exactly the shape of this shadow thing was?
Say what?
Cloud name's just
Could
cute.
that Tal'gor basically like roll
Can't
some
name
type
something
of
that deadly, something cute.
either survival or else nature check to see like what that the thing looked like we were up against?
Sure.
We'll call it a bunny.
Sure. That'd be just make it an intelligence check. Just like pure memory recall.
All right.
Thing.
That for Tal'gor, that's a straight 14.
All right. It was big. It was cloudy. It was shaped like a cloud. It had reachy tendrils.
Tal'gor just go like making cloud shapes, and then Zonya's just like, I don't think that was it, and she gets a 12, probably the same thing.
Are you asking about the vampiric mist or about the shadow chimera?
The shadow chimera.
I thought you were asking about the
No.
vampiric mist. The both of you do remember seeing three distinct faces, the wings, the three tails. Like it was a whole ass chimera made of shadow.
So,
It was a shadow chimera.
no, not yet.
What?
Not yet.
Outside the tavern?
First, we defeated some, the cloud, the death cloud, and the minion things.
Yeah.
And then, after we saved that group of gods, we went to another fight that had some other gods who were getting their asses handed to them by
the moist one.
yeah, by
moist one.
the moist zombies and the what was it? The some asshole in the back that kept like lobbing things at us.
He kept on shooting arrows, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, weirdest thing. It did slashing damage to me if I recall right. Because the arrow just spun Hess over tea kettle and stabbed me in the shoulder.
Yeah, it cut you like a knife.
I know, it was so fucking weird.
But all of this is just
Never saw an arrow come out of a bow and just do that.
That he had just had a
to be fair.
reverse procedure done with just a rock.
To be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair. It was a little
She
bit
smashed him with a
impressive
rock.
the way
That's
he
what she
fired
said.
the arrow.
She's saying she threw a rock at him with magic. It's
Shattered a pelvis out of the ear holes.
great. So after his
wincing.
pelvis was shattered and all the moist zombies were dead, we then went up to the temple area, which is where the what'd you call it?
The shadow chimera.
Chimera. I would have said three-headed
A
death
whole
thingy,
cloud
but yeah,
full of nope.
a cloud full of nope. It was a shadow with 3 heads, a tail, wings, and breath that would put you on your knees.
That's why I stayed.
But luckily then that we had that what was his name, like Erobos with us?
Yeah, Erobos.
Well, he was out there.
Yeah, that he was shooting some weird arrows with fire on them. Never seen that before. He's crazy?
That man is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Well,
Did
yeah,
you not pick that up from them? When
He
we
was
were up
actually,
there.
he stayed out there. The other guard who was hurt took a step back and let us finish the job. He kept fighting.
Look, the guy's been helping us. He's nuts.
Aye.
I wouldn't trust him with my back.
Aye.
Well, he can shoot a bow. That helped last night, so...
I mean,
Can he
he
shoot a
seemed-
bow? Can he skin a buck and run
can
a
skin
trout
a buck.
line?
He can skin a buck.
So how
Our
did it just
country
turn
people
out for
can't
y'all
survive.
for the most part?
We were up on the north end of things, and we lost 6 of the 8
Oh,
that were in our squad.
so sorry. That what are your names again? I am terribly sorry that we did not catch any names.
I'm Gale and he's
It's a weird name.
Gale Lindale?
No, Galen.
No,
Oh,
he's new here. He's new.
New here?
He's a transfer from First Trees.
He looks like a tyrant.
He's
got a very long name. New here, transfer from some sort. This kid continues and goes. Here comes the dad joke.
All right, put another down for
y'all making
40,
fun
40.
of the DM.
No,
40
I'm not.
30. 40 30.
It's not making fun of the DM. Am dad, will dad joke.
I mean-
It's not my fault.
right,
you open the door and just walk through.
Gale and Terrence. We'll
Okay.
Parents.
I
So
got to name an NPC.
we'll fix that for you. So there you go.
Terrence.
I don't name all the NPCs, guys. My apologies.
I'm Guy Manson.
I didn't ask.
Some
We are
guy.
accused.
I was perfectly fine with them being guard 1 and guard 2, and he's like, "What are your names?" I'm like,
Thing
Extra.
1, thing 2.
It's
John.
It's just my name is.
John.
Well, funny enough, we're both named Gar. Gar. But then I'm Dudson 1. He's Dudson 2. We're cousins.
So,
In any case, Terrence pulls out a small folded piece of parchment and takes down a few notes while Gale is talking to both of you.
well, I mean that it was that he just does that all the time, and then it's
"This
just
is a claw. This isn't. Imagine
Right.
this is one of my claws."
Okay, so headcanon. It makes the pop noise every time he flips it.
Every time.
Okay, so that is 41.50.
But it is just basically quite peculiar. I mean, that whenever that we were traveling here from the First Trees, then a caravan, we had ran up into two like creepy shadow ghost children in the swamps.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, we are.
we'll do stream it.
It's just
Sorry, don't need a weapons warning.
we have
I
sent
just thought about that.
a number of reports back to First Trees over the last
The
few
Zhonya
weeks,
props.
and it's
Don't forget
like
us for Sunday.
they're not sending the. I mean, we're getting reinforcements, but we're losing them as fast as we get them. I really don't know what more we can do. You all got hired by Lady Jaziri, yes?
Correct. Yes.
Was that it?
Yeah, the queen lady.
Yes.
I mean, maybe that'll give you some clout with her. If you ever make your way back over that way, I'm not sure if it'll do any good, but maybe it will. Put in a word for us. We're getting hammered over here. Left, right,
Alright.
and center.
We can certainly do that.
Wait, are we actually looking at going back through the swamp?
That
Back to the city that we came from? Or, I mean,
I don't think
are we
so.
contractually obligated to?
No.
No,
I mean, there are
that
other ways around.
I mean
The
that
only thing I know we're gonna do is go get them shrooms and bring them back to the lake.
I mean that we do still
Oh,
have that we still do have the little mushroom thing, and then we just need to just see about, and then she just kind of just like that she just kind of speaks up in Elvish to you, basically that also about that note that Arten got.
And back in Elvish. Yeah, I absolutely understand about that.
Why, yes, of course.
He does, in Elvish, he doesn't have an accent.
But back up in common, like, yes, thank you. We will basically do what we can, and then that, as long as that we're still here, that we are able,
just lean in
we
in
can.
common. Just lean in common. No.
All
No
right,
Elvis.
can we ask you a couple questions here
Certainly.
first? All right. When did all of the shadows first start attacking?
First attack was a few weeks, 25 days ago. They've just been increasing in frequency since. Frequency and
Where,
caliber.
where exactly did the attacks first come from?
That's the thing. The entire town got hit. But it was only a couple of shadows at every point of entry.
All right. So, I was going to say we ran into them out in the swamp. So my money was on something out there. But I don't know.
Look,
Did
the
you do
swamp-
anything funny with the hole in the ground the back at the temple?
No.
No,
Yeah,
not
keep away from that. You don't want to mess with him.
mess with who?
Erobos.
No. Kind of leans forward a little bit and whispers, Kairos.
He should not be named.
We don't like to talk about him. He lost that privilege when he killed Mother Zoena's first children. So.
Kairos.
Erobos. First children. I thought the first children. Oh no, they made the gods later. She made animals first. Mm-hmm. Okay. I have to pay attention to when the priest was telling you creepy stuff about whatever the
You should have went on the field trip to the temple then.
No, you don't go to church. And then,
yes, you do.
Because if you do, you get everybody attacked by shadows.
I really don't think it's got anything to do with the temple getting hit last night. That was the first time that's ever happened.
That's the first time?
Yeah, usually it's just the town getting. I mean, we've lost a third of the citizenship here.
First off, the folks that survived up there other than us.
Survived up at the temple, or
I'm just asking. There's other guards that survived, right?
a couple, yeah.
So, my question is if they were up there beforehand, or did they run up there after that's what showed up there?
They went to fight it, like we saw it.
Okay, so nobody knows where that thing up on top of the fucking hill came from.
No.
That's fucking bad.
Why?
Look, I'd put it
Was that
coming
a
down
thing?
out of the mountains more than anything. There's a lot of crazy shit up in the mountains.
Another question. Why would it attack the temple? If it's trying to attack the people, and there's no one that lives at the temple,
I can't tell you.
why would the Chimera be at the temple?
that was the biggest threat, so it's either the focal point of the area.
Might I roll religion
Sure.
while pondering this?
Sure.
That's a dirty 20.
Heyo.
Hey.
All right. Based on where the bodies were kind of laid, in the area outside the temple last night, there were a couple, kind of toward the road where it headed further up into the mountains from the temple. Most of the bodies seemed like they had fallen near or in the vicinity of the doorway into the temple.
So most of them had died stopping whatever this was, getting into the temple.
Possibly, yes.
But not okay. So you said there's the road, road from town,
So
road going out of town.
Right. So
temple.
the road goes past the apothecary, kind of takes a turn by the temple and heads farther up into the mountains. And there were bodies on that farther end
Okay.
of the yard in front of the temple, heading further up into the mountains. There were a couple bodies there. Most of the bodies were kind of before the temple door.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I think whatever this is trying to get in there.
If it's trying to get in there, it's either trying to destroy the temple itself or try to free the thing that's, was it Kairos?
Don't say the name. It's going to upset them.
Let them be upset. They're already sending things every night. Of course they're upset.
Talking about the people at the fucking table.
Oh.
You just
You
mentioned their boogeyman.
You will have to excuse these two.
It's look, we get it. Foreigners, you don't always understand. It's fine.
Anyway, what I think, something's trying to get in there. Maybe they're trying to get your boy out.
It's my boy.
Maybe. Maybe.
That's
It's
my
your
boy.
because he's bugging.
It's your boy.
That's my boy.
Hey, demons. It's your boy, Kairos. Summoning you to break me free from prison.
That's my boy.
Anyway. I
no,
think
my
they were
boy.
trying to get into that. They might have also been trying, because y'all left a bunch of freaking gold out in the open. That just... You leave gold out in the open, that's as bad as leaving food out and then raccoons come and get it. Anyway.
Tal'gor just... What is Tal'gor trying to say?
I didn't say I was judging you for it. You found religion. Good on you.
That.
Anyway,
We're
I think, if I remember right, this came from out of town. There was a couple of dead bodies on the road out. Did you retrieve those?
that was pretty much our consensus. Yeah,
So, it came, where's that road go?
goes up into the mountains, few days travel, and then it gets to the monastery up in Raven School.
Monastery.
Yeah, it's a bit of a misnomer, but they like their pretensions up there.
Alright, so, here's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
This town is getting attacked by mountain ghosts.
Mountain ghost. Okay.
I'm just saying that because I come from the
No,
mountains.
no, Tal'gor. Mountain ghost, not goats.
Oh,
Ghosts.
there's goats up there too, but you don't want to hunt them. They bite back.
All right, now you're going to tell me that. Now I want to meet him.
Don't. Just don't.
So
Every time you say that.
My brother's got a hole in his ribs. Don't.
So what is your plan, Phil? So what is your plan?
Look, we've already sent a flyer off to find us Spade, trying to report to the church that shit's going weird over here, but I doubt they'll respond. They're harder to get a hold of than the Jazeeras at the first trees, so...
Anyway.
Finish my breakfast.
God,
You done?
give us just a second. No, not done.
You haven't eaten anything in a while. I figured you'd be done.
Just because I'm not doing the mechanical actions of eating for the roleplay aspect doesn't mean I haven't been this entire time.
I mean, that...
We'll give you folks a couple of minutes, but I mean, if there's nothing else you need us for anyway, we'll just go. I mean, we've got a few other people we want to talk
That's
to.
fair. Thank you for your time, Daryl
Thank
and
you for
Terrence.
your help, and good day.
I was just gonna take your plate. God. And grab my plate and go put it behind the bar from where she brought it out.
As these two walk out, you do see Terrence kind of turn to one side of the doors like something caught his eye. He says, "Not another one of these," and he rips a paper off the wall, crumples it up, and kind of tosses it into the yard.
All right.
Look.
I go just towards that.
Okay.
Y'all continue.
Look. I am all for leaving, but there's children here. And there's a very lucrative mushroom deal here. We can't make money off the mushroom deal if the town dies because of shadow ghosts. Right?
Right.
Can't die, or can't get paid if they all die. So, what I say is we throw these people a bone so that we can come back and get 300 gold for a bunch of screaming mushrooms. And the children. Always remember the children.
Okay.
And we go find out what is sending this here.
I see what direction you're going.
As that basically
My
that
only
Zhonya
question-
is just basically just gonna go like, yes, that Arten, and then that you can just have that the rest of my plate, and then that you just notice just that this piece of paper is just underneath the plate, and then that I am gonna go in and check out the storm house a little bit to see if I can get some kind of a information, and also just I want to kind of thank Erobos a little bit, and then that she just happily just skips along.
Sorry.
How
Scatterbrained Genasi, serious elves. This is a weird campaign.
how does that one skip this early in the morning?
I don't know. So
I mean, I'm rested, but the rest of you.
My only question, because I completely understand the idea of we want to save the town, because if we can't save the town, we can't get the mushrooms and get the gold, and the town seems like a decent place. But do we do the mushrooms or save the town first?
If
Mushrooms are like half a day's trip.
Aye, but here's the deal. Do you want to go get mushrooms and come back to a whole apartment on fire?
I understood that reference.
And just deal with that? Because, I mean, then we got a bunch of... Because, look.
Phil
That
and
doesn't-
Arten in the morning. What's the timestamp?
53,
No. Grab your mug.
Phil and Arten in the morning. It's fucking great.
Tal'gor's just like, what?
Tal'gor totally didn't even go with Zhonya. I love it.
All right, fine. I'll get my sack. Get my bag. We can
Tal'gor just realizes you're like,
We can go soon.
just starts to,
Yeah, you can catch her. She's still skipping.
and then you just,
So I'm
She's
gonna
the only
go.
one in our group with shorter legs than me.
I'm gonna go to my room to get my my pack, and that's what I'll read the thing, just perfectly hidden under the thing, under the plate. You could have rolled a perception, but you didn't, so you can't get that.
Phil don't care.
Phil don't know.
This ain't Phil's problem yet that he knows of. And then my brain. my brain all of a sudden goes, good, you are awake. And I'm just in a wagon somewhere. I'm sorry, no, my brain just fucking did that for no reason.
I'm a slow reader. Y'all just do your thing.
All right, it's fine.
We'll go ahead and do some...
Well, that's what anybody need.
I'm good. No, thank you.
What do you want?
Whatever you get, whatever you put in there.
All right.
That's a dangerous thing to tell me.
Tal'gor catches you up before you're really down the road too far.
Right.
And so the two of you kind of amble through town. It does seem like there's a point at which a town can only take so much before it really starts to look abused.
Right.
And we've passed that point after last night. What before looked like it was struggling, it is now obviously on a downward spiral of badness. 3 more houses are boarded. All the windows are boarded up. There are fresh blood stains around window sills and on thresholds. There are obvious pools of blood and parts still in the streets. There is a lot of activity outside, like on the grounds of the Stormhouse Manor. And as you approach, you do see quite a few individuals wearing the same dark blue and storm gray robes that you'd seen the night before. One of them, she appears to be the one in charge. She has salt and peppery hair, and as she kind of turns where you can catch a glimpse, she's got that Holzraylan face going on with her heterochromia. One eye is a very pale blue and the other is a very dark blue. And as she kind of catches sight of the both of you approaching, she breaks away from the individuals she was kind of directing who to help and what to do, and comes over to you two. Says, "Are you two okay?
Yes.
Are you okay?"
Yes, then we actually... Oh, good, Miro, that the name is Zhonya Embersong, and that this is Tal'gor, and then that we basically assisted last night with just fighting shadows, zombies, and other things.
But you're not hurt.
My spirit is, but other than that, I'm okay.
I understand that feeling entirely. You're in good company here. Lady Lena.
Lady Lena, pleased to meet you.
Zhonya and Tal'gor, you said?
Tal'gor just nods that he doesn't have vocal cords yet.
Fine. It's understandable. Not everyone has to communicate the same way.
Right.
Is there something I can help? Are you looking for someone? Did you lose someone?
I had actually wanted to see if that a Mr. Erobos was around.
Don't call him Mr. He would run away with that.
Well,
just he's out the back, entertaining some of the children.
and then I also do want to kind of sort of like learn a little bit about. I think his name is Duelos. Did I say that right?
You did. The best way to learn is by doing. He is a god of storms, he is a god of madness, he is a god of nightmares, and we are living all 3 of them. So, my best suggestion to you, find me in a couple of hours when I'm not dealing with so much triage.
That's understandable.
You're welcome to explore the house, you're welcome to visit Erobos out back. I have to go back and
Alright then. Okay then, that I will not take up any more of your time, Lady Lena. Then that all 3 of us, because that Zoo Arena probably just is right beside us now, just blinked out of nowhere.
Yep.
Then that go into the back to go see Erobos.
Where's the fucking dog?
As you kind of, and this is a large manor house, and the grounds there's like small gardens and everything, roses, hydrangeas, rhododendrons, whole kit and caboodle of beautiful floral arrangements. And the more you get kind of toward the back corner, you can hear a very out of tune lute and a bunch of kids chattering and laughing. And as you round the corner, you see Erobos himself is posted up in a wrought iron chair, feet kicked up on a patio table, and he has got a really banged up lyre in his hands. And this thing is wood, and it's got like hunks taken out of it. Like, this thing has been through the middle.
Don't have anything to fix that.
He is.
It's just a,
And then let me see that if she actually likes this sound.
It's not in tune at all. The kids don't seem to notice the difference. They're singing along. It sounds like an older form of common, but it sounds like an older form of common that's more Israelan in origin. So there's phrases and things that don't quite make sense. But it sounds like they're singing about a spider that maybe fell off the corner of a house. There was a rainstorm. It's weird. But Erobos is wearing a yellow vest with nothing underneath. He has jewelry strung between his horns so that he's got like a ladder of strands of chain. He has got on some bright red pants and some dyed boots with a high heel. And the boots are kind of pink.
So basically, then that Tal'gor is just probably just going to go in and sit and join up and just enjoy the music.
Oddly enough, Erobos doesn't seem to recognize either one of you. He just kind of like gives you a nod as he would to anybody showing up.
Oh, Erobos, that you had helped.
Do I know you? Wait, how do you know my name?
You
Have I been found out?
No, you have not been found out.
Oh, so glad I'm not there. Hi.
that you had basically assisted us with the giant shadow beast, the giant shadow chimera up at the temple last night.
Strums out of tune. There was a shadow?
Yes, that there was a shadow.
Sun went out.
It was at night, Erobos.
Shadows at night. Was there a torch? That's the only way you can get a shadow at night.
it's not wrong.
That scientifically speaking, you are not wrong. But you did help us that you have basically shot a flaming arrow. I never seen that type of magic
So think
before.
about this thing.
What? A flaming arrow.
Yes, a flaming arrow.
Yes, I did do that, but not last night. I don't know what I was doing.
Yes, and then that you had wanted to go join the big buff kitty man for day drinking.
There's a big cat.
Yes, that there's a big buff cat man.
There's a big cat. Have you seen the big cat? He's like talking to the kids, and they're like,
Tal'gor's like,
So it was into the
"Have you had a dream?"
and
that this
we
is
sat
not
down
a
and
dream.
redid our budget. And
That he
okay,
is actually my traveling
if we
companion.
spend this.
One of the kids
You don't
kind of
have to go
tugs
to
on
work
your
and you
sleeve
can
a little bit.
Lily can go to school from home and like do virtual.
Oh, that I don't either.
Lily's
That's
been doing virtual and the boys are just
just gave this child contemplating life.
Yeah, Erobos is not remembering any of this.
1 hour, 3 minutes.
Oh well, then that. If that you want that, that to kind of celebrate that we were going to try to do some morning drinking if you wanted to come.
Drinking.
We're going to do morning drinking.
Kids.
We have been.
Beers for when you're adults. And stands up and pulls off the back of his chair a very ornate quiver. There's a lot of embroidery on it. It's actually got his bow unstrung inside it. There's little pockets and pouches. There's even a couple daggers sheathed on this thing.
That's fascinating.
And slings it over his shoulder. He's like,
Battle quiver.
"Where are we drinking?"
We are drinking down at I forget the tavern name. Forgive me.
There's a tavern? Is there a tavern?
Yes.
And the kids are like, "Yeah." It's like,
Talon's Night, I think.
I hope we did not just give in to this individual's like vice that like causes them to act 2 different ways. It's like he has a problem and we're enabling.
But yeah, I mean, then that that we wanted to at least give you just a big, just to at least show a little bit of gratitude that you did help us. I almost died last night.
because I don't remember fighting last night. What were we hunting?
We were defending the town against shadows, and then I had basically gave a man a reverse kidney stone procedure.
That sounds painful.
But it was very satisfying because he kept on shooting arrows at me.
Was it me?
Not you.
Looks down at his waist.
No, that you are fine.
This is gonna go on forever.
But like I said, that there is a giant big buff cat man that would like to speak to you.
Big buff cat.
Buff cat.
That I like the sound of.
Well, if that you come on this way, then we will go there.
Is the lizard staying here to play with the kids, or is he coming with?
Tal'gor's just throwing children in the air.
Yeet!
Tal'gor, it's just basically just like that. All that I do is just like imagine just that the kids are just like, what is your name, Mister? And then Tal'gor like, Tal'gor, that you don't scare them. Zorina is basically just gonna walk up to them and then just like let them just pet her and stuff.
So there's a cat.
Yes, that there is a cat man.
There's a cat that's a man.
Yes, cat
Not
man.
bat.
That he is called a lino.
It's a cat.
A lino. That he's a lion folk.
Trademark.
Humanoid.
That rings bells.
Oh,
Where's the inn?
it is down. It is just down the way. Just follow me.
Lead.
I am leading. And then that while that we were talking, can that Zhonya make a history check to figure out like what exactly kind of fighter or anything he was?
Sure.
That'd be a 22.
You had an inkling last night that because you didn't see like any like oil pots or anything where he could have been like lighting the arrows on, but you did know you were looking now, and now that he's kind of he's hung his lyre on one of the straps on his quiver, and you do notice that his fingertips are layered over with stranded lines, almost like he's been firing arrows across his fingertips for a while. They're scars across his fingertips.
So that you are some type of ranger.
I mean, sure, I hunt from a distance, yeah.
Okay. But that's
And
just fascinating.
Kind of looks you up and down.
Oh, that
You're a fire person.
I am a fire genasi, and then we are just still walking. Why, yes, and then that.
So you lit my arrows on fire then?
No, that I don't even know how to use. I just don't. I don't even know how to use a hammer. I am.
Oh, it's really easy. And he ducks behind you and grabs hold of your arms and like puts you in the archer position. He's like, you just hold it like this, and then you go fling like that.
Oh, I do know how to use a little bit of a light crossbow, but that's about it.
Crossbows.
Yeah, that I really and truly don't like crossbows either. That they're just icky.
Elsewhere back to the bar. You know, it's actually really useful in most situations.
What?
Crossbow.
Hell yes! Hell yes!
Right.
You just knock it till you fire and you don't have to worry about anything.
So, but then that, after just another inkling, it's just like, just like that the natural string, it's just something about just that the natural feel of just that a homemade bow. Nothing mechanical, like a bolt.
Oh, hold on.
Wait. Cutscene back to the bar. You know what I love the most about crossbows? Fuck strings. Triggers. All day triggers. I got this.
Hold on.
I've got a nice one right here. It's got a little lever. You go, right
you
there.
still got quarters. There's still quarters. What is that, a polycarbonate?
Yeah. And all this ridiculous. I'm going to pull my arm back.
That's just barbaric.
Stupid.
Point, click.
Technology has advanced, as should you. Why are we still using old bows?
To the crossbow.
At this point that we are probably just coming back because that, just probably that.
109.
And then that we are just like, oh yes, that that just that like one of these days that I do want to learn how to use a longbow.
It's me, I'm sorry.
But that it's just in that I am quite of a bit study. Oh, hi Arten.
I mean, last time we played, we all
It's a
became...
large cat.
Yes, it is a large cat, big buff cat man.
What the fuck? Does he not remember who we are?
I don't remember anything.
Have you already been drinking?
Drinking? We're drinking.
I mean,
I'm starting to think maybe this one doesn't need to start drinking.
What? No, I'm just crazy. I'm not drunk.
Self-aware about the situation.
Crazy.
This happened happens, okay? I'm sorry I don't remember whatever we did last night. If I touched anyone, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what happened.
Well,
you
and the lizard man were very close.
You did molest the cat's titties.
They're
That's right.
very nice titties.
That's
I would like to pet them.
No.
Could I pet the back of your neck? It's very fuzzy.
No.
No?
You found him like this and then brought him here.
You have very pretty eyes.
That
What?
he
Very
was
pretty
playing
eyes.
music to children.
Yeah,
You know, now that he says that, what is up with your eyes?
What is
Are
up with
my eyes still black?
No, the black faded by the time you guys woke
Okay.
up.
Okay, so
You're good.
I wouldn't notice anything about it.
You do
No,
notice
what-
that he's got pupils now.
Well, not pupils. It is instead of this completely black that had like pinpricks of light showing through them like a night sky. There is now what looks like an eclipse, where at the edge of the iris there's a gold ring that kind of fades out into the black a little bit.
He's got a corona.
What is going on with you?
You're
Hey,
very pretty.
What?
Don't question it.
What?
Your eyes changed.
Your eyes changed.
Like you already said last night.
Wait a minute. I think I have a digs in the quiver a little bit. Miro!
Jesus fucking Christ. That's not.
The mirror's all broken and weird.
Well,
It's only a little warped.
Just
Right.
I
holy.
mean, then that.
Oh, shit. Also, because of the burp, that would have been 11:30.
I mean,
Anyway, so wait, hold on. I now have lupidos in my eyes.
yes, that
Yeah.
you have something around your corona,
Like rings.
like rings.
He's got ringworm in his eye.
Well, that's.
That would be very uncomfortable.
That is uncomfortable and
I
not.
did wake up feeling odd. However, I
You
didn't
too.
I didn't get hit by anything other than an arrow that did slashing
I'm
damage.
sorry.
No,
Not
it
you.
wasn't you. It was some just ass
Oh, good.
hat.
Yeah, he shot an arrow and it did this, and it slashed me, and that was holy fucking shit.
Sounds like a trick shot.
I know, all right. Slightly impressive, but agitated. Anyway, so that's odd. I got some questions.
Questions?
Not for you.
No?
More soul searching here in a moment.
Oh.
What do you need? Axe.
Is
Good
Lori,
luck.
But this.
is
Oh.
Lori about?
She's been in and out of the kitchen every so often.
Hey, Lori,
Yeah.
you grab this man a beer, please.
He doesn't really drink beer, he drinks mead. Is he asking for beer? Erobos, you know you don't drink beer. He's like, hi, Lori.
That sounded like a child who's
Well,
been
then get
guilty
him-
and in trouble more than once in this
Get
establishment.
him a mead, small one, and we'll call it a beer.
So she'll bring around for more coffee. She'll freshen up the pot and everything.
Oh no, I think I'll imbibe in alcohol now, please.
Brings a tray of drinks. Remembers whatever you guys ordered, because I don't remember what y'all ordered last night, but brings y'all some more of whatever you ordered last night.
We'll
Yeah.
drink literally anything at this moment because this has been I'm a jeweler.
Yes.
And this shit's going down, and it's
Let me
weird.
actually read this because I just skimmed over it.
So, all right, so you're here.
Yes.
You'll probably forget everything I'm going to say here in a minute, so I'm going to nickname you Goldfish. Anyway,
It's accurate.
or would it be Blue Tang? Blue Tang.
Blue tang.
Blue Tang.
What's a tang?
It's a fish.
It's a fish?
It's a fish.
It's
It's
like
a-
a catfish.
No, it's a decorative fish.
A decorative fish.
Decorative fish.
So we hang it on the wall?
No. Why? Who the fuck hangs fish on the wall?
That's what you do when you decorate!
No, you put them
Stop.
in a tank and you feed them.
Stop.
So it's a pet.
That's not a pet. That's decoration you have to feed.
Stop.
Why?
You're not gonna get anywhere.
I am.
That's actually a valid point. Anyway, so saying this in front of you anyway. So I was talking with Arten here.
Yes.
About the crossbows.
Oh, crossbows are awesome. They're
Yeah.
great.
Hey!
Crossbows.
You're outvoted. He counts for 3.
I mean, but we also
not
have
how
like
that
Zoo
works.
Arena too.
Can you
So
tell
then
him he does not look at that?
Well, this one counts for 3. And he's just pointing to the empty air.
And those 3 are with me.
No,
See?
it was me!
It just voted for
I killed them,
Crossbones.
that was me!
Everybody sit back down,
You're not the boss of me.
please.
You're sweet.
Now,
Blue Tang.
Blue Tang. Anyway, Dory.
You're speaking all kinds of foreign
Trademark.
languages.
Blue Tang.
Blue Tang. Anyway, so I was talking with Arten. Whatever it was trying to get into the church. And it came from the mountains. Now, one, there's a lot of kids here. There's a lot of good folk here. We probably need to do something about that. That's the goodness of our heart. Now, the capitalist in me also wants to remind everyone that we were offered quite a bit of money for a bunch of screaming shrooms. And if the city's gone because it's been swallowed by darkness, we cannot get paid for shrooms.
I mean,
So, I am going to suggest we follow the road, at least for a little bit, see if that's where all this shit's coming from.
get the screaming shrooms.
No, that's back in the swamp. This is back
Yeah.
towards the mountains. But we go see what this is and see if we can deal with it. And then we go get the mushrooms and make a bunch of money.
He suggests we save the city first.
Yes.
Right. I mean,
For the
that's
right
ultimate-
reasons, and then for the monetarily profitable ones.
I thought that was the right reason.
It's secondary.
She just looks like, just at her weakling arms, just. I guess. Wait
there's
a
a
minute.
road.
That
It's
she
just-
that she actually has a bit of muscle. That she got a 14 in strength.
Your
Same
strength
as
does
me.
not. Your strength does not lie in your muscles.
Actually, some of it does. Look at the gun show.
I don't have a gun show. I
What's a
mean,
gun?
gun.
What's a gun?
I don't know.
That
My dad said he would
is
use it if
something
Zeus ever
from
came
that
back
the academy.
around.
I think it was some kind of that those new type of wizards called
Boomstick.
that they are called like artificers, I believe.
Oh no, that's called a thunder gun. There's a difference. I've learned this because when they get transported on my dad's ship, they don't shut up about it.
I've seen a beautiful giant statue that went by the name of Thunderclap because of her huge thighs. It was weird.
That
But
was.
she was pretty gorgeous.
I have heard about that story.
I've known
before.
a thunderclap before.
All right, I think everyone has feelings for Thunderclap.
I mean that. How could you not?
How could you not?
God damn it. That fucking statue is gonna invade this game too.
She's interplanar. She exists
She is the Gilgamesh of our Final Fantasies. It's just you encounter Thunderclap. You feel odd about your life choices now.
Thunderclap.
But
No,
it's just.
no.
So,
It's a 9 foot
Erobos,
tall Lady
so you are
Dimitrescu
from
statue of
around
an
here?
angel.
So what?
Yep.
You are from
I'm
around
down.
here?
From around here.
From around Zrel.
No.
Oh.
Nah. You're not either, though. I've never seen nobody like you around here. Or you, or him. Or her.
Wait.
That's a doggo.
No,
Yeah,
that the
they're not from around here.
That's a doggo.
When did you bleep back?
Wait, I was wondering where she was a second ago.
That
I
she
don't know.
was just playing with children at the Stonehouse and then she just came back.
Please tell
Oh,
me.
it's
Okay, wait. Are we gonna get fined if your dog like blink shits anywhere?
little
Just-
pebbles
just-
everywhere.
just-
Just all of a sudden, a turd appears 5 feet away from her.
That's all I was thinking. Is there's just the dog knows it has to poop outside,
That
so it
was
just
me.
poops
Apologies.
outside.
1 minute or 1 hour, 18 minutes,
Blink.
40 seconds.
Oh God.
That you mean
Blink
just
shits.
that you just mean like entered that you just mean like entered that you mean
Yes, I mean interdimensional duty.
No, interdimensional fecal matter. I don't.
Blink shit.
Apparently that they do. Well, I had never ever heard of it called that way. It's just called just like a interdimensional fecal matter. That's what the books
Elsewhere,
call it.
someone's in a star jammer and just a blink shit hits the windshield. Fucking Christ! Come on, I just got this cleaned.
So that you want
Might
us
not
to.
fit them around
So
here.
basically, then that y'all want to go up to the mountains in a sense.
Yeah.
At least just to look around. We probably need to get some extra. They said it might take a day or two, so we might.
3. 4. 4 if you get caught by the lynxes that go, hi.
Wait, there's lynxes that go high.
Oh yeah.
Tabaxi.
No. They walk around on all fours, not on two muscular legs like that.
Flexes muscular legs.
I could
Stop
like that.
flirting.
I mean, if you insist, and also did you see what I found?
I did.
Found what, not what?
More letters.
More letters.
Oh, you have a stalker.
Which reminds me. No, the second letter was from someone else.
2 stalkers.
And then are you going to hand it back to him?
So many stalkers.
Yes, I mean that.
This reminds me. I've been pondering this first letter a lot. And
Letters?
honestly,
Yes.
yes, they make words and they put them on paper. It says to beware the tales told by the fire's keeper. And only fire's keeper I have run into was a blind old man by a temple. And he told tales.
That he was a Kairos person, I believe.
He told tales, and he kept the fire.
Wait. You're talking about Brother Orion.
Yes, Brother Orion.
He's not a Lucaran priest.
Lucaran priest, what?
What?
Who?
Who is he?
He's a Numental. The
Wait.
scholars, they live up at the
Well,
monastery.
wait a minute, that is
Hold
Luke.
on.
That
Hold on. Which one is this?
that was something that one of those guards had dropped.
Which one is that name?
The sun.
Son.
Wait, now there's children?
No, the fire in the sky, sun. That's
The sun.
The chemical reaction that's a nuclear fission that's out in space.
Yeah.
I mean that. Who's to say? I mean that
I
we must be.
think-
We must.
The
we
fireflies.
must. That we.
Fireflies
that
got
Anyway,
stuck in that big
we
bluish
must.
thing.
Now that we must be getting popular.
It's been very nice talking to you. Enjoy your beer. It's on us. We all need to talk. In private.
I won't remember anything.
Let's talk and walk, because we need to go.
Hey,
We got 3 days, 4 days travel according to the crazy man, and
I mean, I actually kind of like him. I think that he may be of use. Maybe.
You ever been up that way?
no.
I remember that I have.
Let's go get
I
supplies.
brought Brother Orion down here. What are you talking about?
all right.
If
Well,
I get
yeah.
a blind man through the mountains.
well, we're
You
going.
led a blind man back from the church to here.
We're going, and I'm not.
Wait,
stuck
oh,
in
you're
this-
saying you burned from the monastery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of use, yes.
Anyway, let's go get supplies.
At the very
While
least,
we're
amusing.
talking. Enjoy your beer.
Heard it. It was nice meeting you, Erobos.
Takes the beer and walks out.
Oh, we're gonna have to
That's-
pay for the glass.
Lower his glass.
Are we in New Orleans?
What in the hell is a New Orleans?
It's where you can drink outside. I just heard, if you can drink outside, you're in New Orleans.
Lori comes back with another tray and she says,
He saw
he
your cup.
eventually brings them back.
That-
It's fine.
Does he
I
wash
had-
them first?
I had heard
Yes.
a fairy
Oh, that's
tale.
actually kind. Okay,
I
I
had
won't talk
heard
shit.
I had actually heard a fairy tale once that Xanathar had went to this interdimensional journey through New Orleans. I've heard about that.
Is this also the one that ends with a fish that has a taser arm on mechanical legs?
Yes, that one.
And my mom used to tell me that all the time.
Yes, that's a weird story. But anyway, what did you want to ask us about?
Look, I heard you all. He loses his mind every so often, but he always finds it again. He's fine, really.
Oh, that's good. At least he has to check his back pocket.
Oh,
That's where
that
he
I
puts it.
mean, then that's
He just stuck his brain in his wallet.
Okay, look. He's been around a long time. My mom knew him when she was a child.
whoa, huh?
He's long-lived, isn't he?
Oh, but
If I was that old, I'd lose my mind every now and then too.
I want
Well,
to
to
make
be fair, I've probably been around.
I
longer
want to
than
make a
most of your
general
parents as
intelligence
well.
check to see, basically, if I know about the lifespan of actual tieflings.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's going to be a.
Yes, I'd roll
That
too,
is
'cause I
just
have no
going
idea.
now. Then that's just going to be a 10.
Phil's seen shit. He does
What am I
not
rolling
doubt
for this? Like,
that
Just
something
like an
is
intelligence check.
something can live.
But that's
longer
just a
than you
10.
think it can.
Okay.
yeah, 10.
Also, as an elf, what is or is not a long lifespan is probably.
You both know that tiefling generally only live about as long as humans. if he's been around, and Lori seemed like she clarifies for you guys that she remembered her mom knew him looking exactly the same as he does now.
And she was a child.
Yeah.
The
only people who really know what's up with him are going to be Verse, and he's up from Seabrith only ever so often, and Lady Lena. That's all I got.
All right.
But he can't guide you to and from the monastery.
We will back pocket that.
We might, once we get our supplies, we might look at having a track leader, but I didn't feel like talking about this in front of him.
Water beer for me?
No,
takes
thank
drinks
you.
And
Oh, no.
no, like takes the empty cups.
Oh, okay. No, I'm still drinking that one. All right. Before we go, look. I'm looking in here.
Yeah.
All right.
Shall we read it for the viewers?
I will read it without doing my bad Irish accent.
All right.
Should I do my phone directory voice?
Sure.
The equality of the gods of Zrel must be assured forthwith. Precept 7. Sweet Mother Zhonya, why did you plunge your mate, the father of your children, beneath the nest? Nature itself is threatened by men empowering Phanos on false pretenses, offering to him the souls of the stars. Men are fickle as a tender branch, unreliable as snow-flowing steam. Did I say that? Slow-flowing stream. I swear I can read. Please, all mother, and your children, to burrow their roots deep into your earth, to stand firm against the heat of Phanos, building flames. Madam Tortonis, I was about to say Tortinos. Tortino's Pizza Roll Snow.
Pizza roll lady left us a message. Notated as pizza roll lady.
So,
from
wait.
And this was posted outside the door. Had apparently been left there at some point overnight. And when the guards left, they...
So here's what I'm going to say. If the guard crumpled this up, right here,
All right.
and these have been stabbed into walls around town,
Mm-hmm.
we are dealing with one of two things. A religious cover-up by the government, or a cult.
Probably the cult.
Aye, but it sounds like it's sympathetic to he who is buried under the nest.
Who is... I don't know.
I don't know. I want to call him Dark Zeus, but at the same time, that's Hades.
No.
Anyway,
it's Kairos.
Don't say.
I mean...
Am I going to be telling you this the entire time?
I mean,
Yes.
that he is just...
Fear of the name is only...
I
No,
mean, that
I'm
he
just-
is just like Lecce Man.
It's
just
not.
like
It's
Lecce
not
Hombre.
fear of the
You don't wanna
name.
say that.
You make some of these religious kooks uncomfortable, and they don't talk to you, or worse yet, they try to string you up as a witch.
Well, I would like them to not talk to me, so that's fine.
But...
I prefer not to be strung up as a witch.
But wait a minute. Calm down. That it was kind of crumpled up, you say, right?
Well, you picked it up.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Anyway,
See,
if that,
mine.
that-
She also
look,
has that
everyone
trouble
here,
remembering things.
everyone here is part of that thing up the hill, nominally.
I mean, that...
Okay,
You know,
they probably
then that-
show up at Beltane and a couple other festivals.
So we basically have two notes, so it must be something. I mean, then
No, that's a Samaritan's cut purse. They go out there and try to help the poor.
okay.
This
Aye.
sounds like somebody that doesn't like the sun god and likes the buried underground god.
To be fair,
To be fair,
Even bad
They
guys get fangirls sometimes.
to be fair, that letter actually says that it wants them to be equal again. The idea of yin and yang. There's a good
Yes.
side and bad side, and that the bad side shouldn't be captured, but rather equal.
it's an equal- it is an equilibrium.
I get it, but here's the problem. What happens when you get a marginalized group that's been treated poorly by everyone else because their fanboy in the sky, or what they fanboy for in the sky, is not fanboyed by everybody, or their fandom is not equated to the same as everybody else's fandom?
I mean,
Huh?
January 6th.
Oh, shit.
I got.
All right. That gives the whole party another inspiration for taking that lead.
Yes!
Earning it.
1 hour and
Oh my god!
30 minutes.
Earning it.
That one might not get put in the outtakes, but
But
anyway, understand something here.
yes,
Whoever posted these messages around believes what they think. What do we know about Buried Under the Tree God?
but here.
Oh shit, did I meet Buried Under the Tree God?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
He doesn't know my name though.
What do you know?
What
about
do
Buried
you
Under
know?
the Tree
I
God?
mean
He
that.
talks really slow.
And then that she, then
He's
that
a bit
Zhonya
slow.
is just basically just going to just keep this kind of just like hidden away because that away that the guard just crumpled it up.
What I'm saying is we don't rule that out. We keep Madam Snow in mind because, alright, hear me out. Might be full of shit, might be prejudiced in this case, but we've been dealing with undead that come out from under the ground. We've dealt with shadows and killer clouds and whatever the hell the three-headed smoke beast was at the temple. It probably came out the ground. It's dark, it's evil. They consider this guy dark and evil. They say he's misunderstood and they can fix him.
I mean that you know
Accurate.
I kind of see both of your points of view, and then
I'm
if she's just gonna just kind of just straighten up a little bit. I do think we do need to get more information to basically go. I mean that I am not ruling out both of your thought processes. Maybe we can try to knock out two birds with one stone with both of these eventually.
The thing is, if we go out there, I got a feeling that note is connected to what is summoning this. Alright? I might be wrong. Okay? Because what's the first thing people who worship a marginalized god do? They turn to the practice that everybody says is bad. And that half the time that's necromancy. And necromancy is not bad. It's how you bring people back from the dead one way or another.
I'm pretty sure it's still bad.
Yeah.
You see Marley standing in the door.
It's how you cast and bring people back that have died the right way. It's also how you bring people back the wrong way. Life lesson, never do it unless you're a priest.
Backs away slowly and sidesteps around the wall.
That
Just gonna
Zhonya just does this.
Gonna look at y'all. Gonna look at y'all. And now we don't have to have her coming over here telling us something inane and making my blood pressure go up.
What is blood pressure?
You're in a party full of inanity.
Anyway, my thought process is these two things are connected. Also, I don't think most of the folk here are going to know anything. I'm going to hedge my bets that the creepy apothecary has more knowledge.
I mean
But, oh no.
Let's just go ahead and
Well, that's where we got to buy travel supplies anyway.
we gotta go travel
I mean,
supply. But
all I got is 3 kind bars, and it's just KYNHD.
I mean that I don't have any.
It's just jerky strips.
I
I thought he was
am
going to say
missing
3
my
kind bars
mom's
and some
elven
KY, and I was like,
granola.
okay.
My mom has very
You
good
got weird.
elven granola. I don't have any more
Erobos
elven
approves.
granola.
It's for your lips. You get chopped going in the mountains.
We don't have any more elven granola.
No, also, don't. It's not actually elven.
Yes,
Gnomes make that shit.
No. That my mom, my mom, that she had basically knew that this Eladrin by the name of Erobos, and then that he would basically always provide elven granola.
Last time I checked,
I'm going to
elves
shoot
provide
the
quesadillas.
full beer right here. Just chug this one, chug this one. I was like, all right, let's go already.
All right, you are in charge, and Tal'gor's just like,
Okay.
I'll be honest, I kind of vote for Tal'gor to be in charge. He has a voice that makes us all listen. He is the voice of reason in the party as well.
as soon as that, I mean that you should have heard his voices before. That it was just so deep, almost like a bard voice. Weird
Back
for
in the-
lizard.
Come
Hear that,
along.
Nate?
Come along.
Back in the past, it's just Michael Bublé as a lizard man.
No, that it is Luther Vandross.
Oh, don't do that to Nate. Nate can't do that. Don't do that to Nate.
I just haven't met you yet.
Actually, just all of a sudden, just
Nate is just like, what?
I'm gonna stop.
Anyway,
I'm gonna
We're
stop.
digging him such a deep hole. He will never
I'm
return.
not going down the Soul Train bunny trail here. My first,
Anyway,
my last,
then, Arten, I guess then
everything.
you lead the way on what we are supposed to do.
Get supplies. We start heading out.
Yeah, and then as I did fell asleep, it's just like some foggy memories and stuff as we're walking. Just like I just feel like a couple of my spells may be coming back to me.
So
I have hiatuses now. We're all having weird moments. I'm glad you know more magic. This is weird as shit.
I mean,
I have questions for my mom.
that I have never ever met my father. Okay?
I never knew my father.
there it is
Oh no,
again.
we should go around and say, ma'am, what do you know about Zeus? You and your father and him had a time one night. Well, we're learning more about my conception and what happened in Greek mythology all in one.
I
aren't we?
mean that. To be fair,
To be fair, I haven't said anything that would not happen within that pantheon.
This is true.
this is true. Anyway,
All right.
DM.
Does the party need an intermission?
Let's take a short one.
Mm-hmm.
And all right. I'm going to do this for my purposes.
Right.
Too many tangents.
We do, but that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really do puffing the chest out. I do have a voice that shuts
Oh,
everybody up.
you got dad voice. Also,
I've
I
got-
accidentally hit start stream.
Shall we give it? No, wait. We decided not to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Try again.
I hit the wrong. I hit record. Record is good,
Happy.
but I accidentally did stream as well.
He's happy.
But yeah, I've
Yeah, you got dad voice, man. You've yelled, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who's in trouble?
I've
I
silenced
just
an
got
entire
the
room.
presents.
What in A&H, just a room full of Magic players, and no one's paying attention. Ed Stetson Sterling was trying to make an announcement about something. They wouldn't be quiet. Turn on the dad voice. Everyone shuts up. Two guys were like, "Who yelled at me like I'm a child?" But they still shut up and turned around. And I was like, "Here's an announcement. We're good." And I was like,
Cliff's pretty good at that too.
Cliff is.
Yeah.
Cliff does do that sometimes.
That I don't think that I have done it yet, but whenever that I get into it, that people are like,
If I raise my voice without even yelling, if I just raise my voice up some volume, saying normal shit, people immediately assume I'm mad. Which is always why in
see that.
school I go, sit down! The kids think that it's obviously fault. Mr. Hall, your smile's not friendly. Funny how that is.
Is it supposed to be?
and we're back.
And we're
All right.
back.
Wow. All right. So that was tangent number 7,132.
We're bad about these.
All right. So where did you guys want to go after leaving the inn?
The Spoothicary.
The Spoothicary.
The Spoothicary.
All right.
Because I think she's selling the store.
There's a market where the tavern or the caravan. There are too many V's. Where the caravan was dropped off, but yeah, pretty much.
Because I think we're going to try to ask her questions too.
All right. So easy enough to get through town. You see quite a few guards like out, kind of doing sweeps, but they're acknowledging you guys. Like word's obviously gotten around that you guys are not only allowed but to be assisted. Like a few times they kind of like, guys need anything like from a distance. And,
No, thank you.
But yeah, so you're able to
Sleeping
get.
bags.
Starting to like this town.
You guys make it.
I have a code from Honey.
What?
Hashtag not sponsored.
So in this game, we've already tried to cancel Comcast.
You can never.
Please.
Comcast is just a warlock, isn't it, right? That always give
No,
bad
they're
service.
they're a patron. They're the patron that's like, I know I'm supposed to give you 2 spell slots. Here's
Here's
some cantrips. These are druid cantrips. Yeah, you can use those on Sundays and every third Monday.
Wow. Anyway, you're able to make it to the apothecary without too much issue. The door is open, and there are a few more lights on inside, but a lot of the shelves, especially like the potions racks that she had the day before, have been pretty well scraped clean. A lot of the herb bundles and everything are kind of pulled down. You can see a few like piles, bowls, and there's even a cauldron off in one corner that is bubbling away. And she, as you guys kind of come through the door, you see the gentleman that you'd seen chopping wood, who kind of gave y'all the evil eye the other day. Mm-hmm. He just kind of stands up from where he'd been sitting behind the counter, kind of near the cauldron, and just kind of watches you guys.
All right, there's a fucking lurch.
All right, end in that.
Anyway, good day, sir. That's not fucking intimidating.
You're right. It's not.
You're right. I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm not 7 fucking foot tall.
I do apologize to that.
Sure.
Sir. And she kind of pokes her head out from behind the shelves, like, what? Oh, hi!
Good day,
Everything
madam.
okay?
Hi.
More shadows? No, not more shadows.
No shadows.
No shadows. No shadows.
Oh, praise the sword. Okay.
Well, just the natural ones.
The sword.
Comes out from behind
She apparently worships the war god.
the back room again.
I suppose.
That wasn't that. I looked from far away.
I
There was a
mean,
wind chime, and
that
then there was a
the
bunch of
swords
swords
were
that I thought might be a wind
basically-
chime.
Yeah, that the swords, I think,
And then you held something over a fucking
I
hole in
think
the
that
ground.
that the swords were minor. No.
You didn't see that.
Oh, Mina.
Yes.
All right.
You guys have been through a lot. Are you okay? Need like a head clearing potion?
No. Anything that's
Good, 'cause
alcoholic.
that's about all I got left.
Oh, anything that's alcoholic and not medicinal.
That's where you gotta go see Lori. You were staying there.
All right, never mind. I thought there might have been enough. Anyway, what about the travel? Do you have any rations that we could buy?
Rummages, pulls out a small, like, leather saddlebag, like just the one. It's just got like a loop where you can tie it onto something. It's got maybe 5 days worth of.
For how many? 2. All right.
It's like, it's what I got.
You'll take
No.
it.
They've been sending couriers left, right, and center, and everything's just kind of. Whew.
Y'all take the lead on this.
Wow.
The
How much?
Does it matter?
Take
We're
it.
getting them.
No.
Whatever you want to pay, dear. They're distributing the caravan goods later today, so should be getting a restock. Whatever little bit there is goes around.
Go and put 5 gold down.
All right.
Phil doesn't know how money fully works.
So, hard times. We don't. We're not trying to circumspect on anybody. So.
Hey, but I also don't want to take anything for free when you might be struggling. Anyway,
Pike and I are fine. We're fine.
oh, his name's Pike.
His name is Pike. Okay.
You have been very friendly. He just kind of walks out the back. You gotta forgive him. It's that time of the month.
Oh, I was going to say he's a jewel. Just precious every moment.
Are you being sarcastic, dear?
Yes.
Aye.
Are you being sarcastic?
Aye.
No.
I feel like we're getting nowhere. Was there anything else I could get for you?
Alright, we got it.
Which one?
Do you know who a Madame Snow is?
Madam Snow? What? Huh?
Madame Snow.
Madam Snow? I don't know a lot of madams. I don't know what
She
you take
wrote
me
this
for.
letter
I'm kinda
and
like,
posted it to the tavern.
We found... This letter was stabbed into the wall outside the
those
tavern.
have been scattered around everywhere. It's really making the gods on edge.
Hey, but do you know anything about it?
No. Which
Alright.
one's that number? I've seen about 14, 15 of them.
This one is talking some shite on the fighter god.
Was there a number on this?
Yes. 8675309.
It's not on there.
Do you got it?
I got it on the wall.
It'd be up near the top. Says something about
Got the
a
number
receipt
off the
or
wall.
a...
No, this one says Precept 7.
Oh, 7. Yeah, that's a good one, isn't
Hey, apparently hates your sun god.
Yeah, he's an ass hat.
Alright, good to know that the microwave in the sky is a dick. Good.
Yeah, no. Depending on who you talk to. Don't say that to the Karens, they'll kind of rip your heads out.
I have been hearing the name Luke
I'll say the
Karen a
microwave in the
lot.
sky is joyful.
Just
day.
like, is it anything? I mean, that they seem like good. You know, whenever that we had met them, whenever we were at the first trees, that they seem a little bit direct. But
Oh yeah, I mean Martin's a good sort. Just he's the boss, but there's lots of people in that family.
So, I might have missed some stuff because I've been avoiding the churches. I still want to avoid the churches. Anyway.
Sometimes it's a good choice, especially if you're already bound to something.
Alright, that's fucking good to know that you're perceptive. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see everything, dear.
That's fucking creepy.
Of course. What do you expect from a witch?
Did y'all not know she was a witch?
I thought
She
I
makes
kinda
the
gave it
potions.
away.
Well, I didn't want to
I-
assume just because she had a cauldron and that she's
She
got a lurch.
makes the potions. The
That
first
doesn't
day.
apply.
You're a strange one, dog.
I've always been told that anyway. No. If she's calling herself a witch, it's very odd for me to hear that in the boonies out in the open. Good on ya, by the way, and I'm glad the town folk don't try to barn ya. Anyway, look.
They wouldn't dare.
Probably because you're the only one that makes the shit that makes certain things stop itching after they put it in the wrong tree.
Tal'gor
Anyway,
gets real excited. Like, yes, she does make that, but I think she's out of everything
I
now.
think I could make a thing for that.
please
thing
don't,
for what?
please don't give him a death whistle. Please don't give him the death whistle. Just like, Officer Tal'gor.
I mean, that.
I mean, it'd take me a couple of weeks. Especially if you bring me the mushrooms.
We still
Alright, wait,
have
hold
not
on,
forgotten about
hold on.
those.
You're saying we could help our lizard friend
Speak.
Get his voice back.
be
yeah.
articulate again if we get you shrooms.
I mean, shrooms are part of it, yeah. I think I've got everything else I need. Let me see.
Alright, another reason to get the mushrooms. Help Tal'gor talk so we don't have to sit there and interpret and just read into what he's doing because I'm pretty sure we've been wrong a couple times.
No, I mean, I don't know if it'll work on a lizard. I'll have to try it on a snake, I think.
Concerning, anyway. Thank you very much for the rations. If you don't know anything else
Ooh,
about
another
Madam,
one. You might be able to.
Say what?
Oh, no, never mind.
did you know it biblically?
No. I
Alright.
would lay with a lamb.
Didn't lay with a lamia.
No.
Anyway, thank you very much. If you don't know anything about Madam Snow, that's
I
fine.
don't know her personally, but yeah, her and her people have been putting those around quite a lot.
Have you caught who actually puts them up?
No?
Never
And
seen.
I wouldn't have told anyone if I did.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Do I actually? I have a bonus. It's not great. That's a 17.
She is telling you the truth, but she's also hiding a bunch of shit.
Noted. Anyway, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for the rations. We're gonna go to the market. Tell Lurch we said goodbye.
I know he can be a bit rough around the edges, but you know. He's protection!
So is a condom. And just walks out.
Funny!
You have a good day. And
You too. Don't get it by a shadow.
we'll try not to.
Did I break you, Jed?
No. I just stuck for a second. Just got stuck for half a second. I was like, okay.
Okay.
Right.
To the market?
Market, because
The
that's not good.
market.
Tal'gor's gonna go through that in a day.
I mean, that.
Look at him.
That
He's
is
a
true.
big boy that needs to fill a big tummy.
Good. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, that.
But then again, Tal'gor could eat whatever we
I mean,
find.
that
Correct.
Tal'gor-
That's the
that-
other reason I want to give it to him because I don't want him to
I mean,
eat
that
whatever
I
he
have
finds.
seen. I mean, that I have seen
You want to all of a sudden
Tal'gor.
have to explain what happened to somebody's gut?
I have seen
I
Tal'gor
wouldn't.
just
I
hunt
would
and
just
stuff.
leave.
Whenever
They'll
that
blame
we
me
would travel.
too.
That is fair.
Across town. Arrive at the market / fairgrounds. The caravan, the wagons are there, the tarps are off. The wagons are empty. And Brandon and his crew are nowhere to be seen.
Hold on. Wagons left. Did they get snitched?
one of the town guard comes up and says, "Distribution's happening up at the Storm House. I mean, if that's what you're looking for."
All right. Better than what I was thinking. Either they ran off with the goods or they got kidnapped by the shadows and they took all the goods.
No.
Shadows
We had a good 20 people down here defending the carts last night.
So we killed the shadows. No, why would he even want the goods?
Because they were... I don't know. Whoever sent him might decide he wants cheese.
Which way is the Storm House?
Big house on the hill.
The big house on the hill. That I was there. That's where I had met Erobos.
Oh, yeah. He's a bit crazy.
How long has that one actually been here?
Which time?
Then he goes and leaves.
Yeah.
All right, that
Runs
answers.
around, hunts monsters. He's a great guy. Crazy, though.
He does hunt monsters.
He hunts monsters.
Answers
I
my
did
question.
just see him
Answers
just
my
as just a
question.
little bit of just a ranger type, but his fingers were a bit scarred at the edges. I guess then that must be from pulling the drawstring a lot.
You
know what doesn't happen with a crossbow? Your fingers don't get fucked up.
All right, right.
The rumor in the barracks is that he's tried to teach some of the guards, but they say it's blood magic. So
Blood magic. Would I know anything about that?
go ahead, make a check.
History?
Blood hunter.
Nope. That is an 8 total.
You're taking them at their word.
Oh, okay. Well,
You don't have any deeper insight. You're just taking them at their word.
blood magic. That's interesting.
Crap, motherfucker.
Well, good day. We will go to the market. Blood magic.
Or y'all are at the market. You're headed to the Storm House.
Yeah, go to the Storm House. To the Storm House.
Alright,
House of Storms.
So,
We get there, it's just raining in this one spot.
no. The crowd and
No, that will get... Do not bring the mouse down upon us.
the crowd that was here earlier has since seemed to be dispersed. You can see a lot of the windows in the upper... It's about a 3-story building. A lot of the windows are open, curtains fluttering in the little bit of breeze. And there's quite a lot of... There's a lot of, like, noise from, like, inside the main hall. Both the big double doors are completely open. Free to walk in. It's a whole kind of manor house. Lots and lots of pretty architecture and wainscoting and molding.
Fucking wainscot.
Wainscoting, yes.
Look at the crown molding on this place. It's beautiful.
All right, oh, wow. Look at that right there. It looks like a halfling watching us.
That is a halfling watching us.
Why do they keep duct taping them up in the corners like a security system in this country?
Wait, halflings in the corner that whenever that I have held that that they have always used DGMM. Drift Globe Magic Mouth.
In any case, as you guys enter like the main hall, the foyer, shall we say, it basically opens up into a large, essentially an open parlor. There's a lot of like small tea tables set out, and people are eating lunch. You do see the woman who introduced herself as Lady Lena earlier. She notices you again as she kind of bustles over. Y'all's first time seeing her. It is. She seems to be in her middle years. She's a little worn around the edges. If you wouldn't know better, you'd say she looked like she'd been at sea for a while. Her skin's got that kind of weathered look going on. She
dried out by salt.
A little bit. Like, I mean, she's obviously not been on the seas lately, so like she's regained a little bit, but she's definitely got that look of someone who spent a lot of time at sea earlier.
Leathery.
Yeah. So she comes back up and she says, "How's things?"
Oh, the things are well. Then we had basically talked to Erobos that thank you for guiding me earlier, and that these are my compatriots, traveling companions.
She kind of goes around and does the like double handshake, kind of says, "Thank you for helping out last night and everything." But it's been a morning.
All right, it's been a fun multiple hours.
Definitely.
Again, I feel like Tristese. You two, not so much.
I'll be fine.
The smells in the air. There's a lot of like potpourri smells going on. But over it all is there's obviously soup for lunch. And,
oh shit, we've gone into a Gith Yankee candle.
The soup itself smells rather plain. It's probably poultry of some sort, but there's a lot of root vegetable going on underneath. Like it's very obvious this is a hot pot to go the distance kind of situation.
I smell parsnips.
Yes. Yeah, I smell the parsnips in it.
So, what can I do for you? Did you want you had some questions about Therelos, or?
I did. That just wanted to learn a little bit more about who he was and just basically, see about studying it a bit, because in that I had been traveled, I think, and basically wanted to learn a little bit more about the religion and history and such.
Well, we can certainly have a bit of a chat over tea. Come along, I'll see if we can scrape together a little something. She leads you guys kind of to a smaller parlor offset. It's a little quieter here. You haven't seen Erobos in the main parts of the building.
Okay.
A lot of the kids that you saw out and about are now seeming to be either with their families or in
He got a day job.
in groups with kids of all ages, kind of just wherever we can shove people is where we're shoving people. It definitely still seems crowded, but we're down to walking wounded and less of the trauma going on.
Right.
So she brings you guys into this quieter parlor. There's a few of the priests and folks running around in the robes, and she signals a passing seems to be like a page type of person, and Paige does a quick head count and goes off to another room, presumably bring back some soup and tea.
Oh, thank you.
Therelos, he is the second-born son of Zhonya and Kairos.
Mm-hmm.
He was born having nightmares.
Oh dear.
Yes, not a very easy childhood, to say the least, especially for a mortal, much less for a god. And
It sucks to be born that, right? The god of nightmares. It's not your fault you were born that, and that's kind of a shite power.
He's not the god of nightmares, the god of storms. He has nightmares.
Of nightmares of storms.
There's an equivalence to be made between nightmare and storm. It's all storm of a different kind. And so we don't really... It's not a dogmatic religion like you might be expecting. The storm houses, there's one in all of the major cities. A lot of the smaller villages have something that equates as well. And pretty much whenever Therelos calls us, we, those of us that feel that kind of wind in the air, we go and we help as best we can with whatever we can. These places are, I won't say above the law, but we are sanctuary. Anyone who needs a place, they can be here. Anyone who needs an escape, we are here. And we maintain that and have since the dawn of Israel. So,
Alright. That's very good
700 years or so at this point.
information. That is very good information.
So I mean, it's more a matter of if you choose to follow him per se, just help people as best you can, and he counts that plenty worship. It's not really it's not a prescribed set of anything.
Right.
As such.
Right. Anything prescribed is always something that's always just has to be a little bit medicated in a sense, but you know that he sounds nice.
If you I don't. No one has all the answers, do they? But if
right.
I take it you all are new to Israel to begin with. Is there anything else I could try to answer for you?
Who's that girl? The lady. The
Oh,
lady
that-
keeps posting things on the wall.
Madam Snow.
Come again?
We found a letter that was her name, Madam
Oh,
Snow.
that propaganda. Yes.
Yeah, who keeps doing this? Does anyone?
No one's ever caught them. Trust me, the guards have been looking.
So the guards are always out at night, fighting the shadows, And while that happens,
Not-
no one
not
ever
every-
sees.
Not every time. Not every time. It's not every night, it's just every so often. And I've heard from folks on the roads. There's been a few posted in Seabrith. There's been a few posted throughout Pioneer's Cavern Town. So, I mean, so far, the only places that they haven't been are in Finos Fade and the First Trees.
So you're telling me that this might be connected to a fringe group of cult on the edges of the whole realm.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that it's a cult. I will say that it's a group. I mean, I doubt that it could be just one person.
On that same note, why would they not like the sun god? The sun god brings you the sun and the heat and the love.
Tal'gor just like holding the
Our
little
friend has a fire rock. He is all about light boy.
Perhaps I can shed a little light on the stones. They are a native element to Israel. We call them the tears, the tears of Zhonya.
Roll credits.
They're Pina. It's said that she's the youngest one of the youngest daughters of Zhonya and the father god.
And he who will not be named.
The father.
I went the wrong fucking accent right there.
The father god. People will know who you say if you say the father god.
The father god.
But yes, he in the aftermath of he being as he was and then being bound, the mother Zhonya, she rather cried a lot. That's where the rivers came from. They flow to the seas, and in the aftermath of that, Pina was apparently digging for her father and started finding these gems. Her people, the tinkerers and such that kind of occupy the middle of our country. They've spent ages trying to find uses for them. It turns out that they can sometimes be bonded to certain types of energies. Sometimes they have these affinities, and but overall they're really just a rather unique version of your diamonds or your minerals like copper that can conduct energy. They're not really in and of themselves.
But that soup was very delicious, and then that Zhonya pulls out her yellow one. That this one has just a certain affinity to lightning.
I could see then why you would be a little bit attracted to Thruelos as a possible identity. Yes, but he's more the wind than the energy of the storm. I would
The
say.
wind. Interesting.
Back to the Lady of the Snow, whatever her name was.
Yes. So
The what would you call it? Propaganda that we found was number 7.
I
Has
thought
anyone-
there's an array of them.
Has anyone kept a collection?
Not that I know of. And if they had, I doubt they would be very forthcoming about it.
All right, everybody, side quest. We must collect all the notes from Lady Snow so we can unlock some special
Welcome
super.
to Slender Man.
Agreed completely.
I was going to say it's more like in Final Fantasy VII when you got to find all the flyers for the bar in Wutai. But oh fuck, I ain't finding them. So what happened? We found Slender Man just shows up. All right, guys, I'm out.
But I mean that it's just some of that wording in it just seemed like then that it is hinting at it's an imbalance of power of something.
The few that I've seen or heard of, again, I make it a point not to remember them a little too much. One of them was directed toward a couple of the other gods. One was directed to Thruelos, which is why it was brought to my attention. Another was directed to Finos himself, and it was rather strongly worded. If I had more, I would certainly be willing to share. It's not something that we are a sanctuary, and bringing in that kind of energy just seems wrong.
Right. That's understandable. And then that just like one more quick question. So it would be best for us not to say like, oh, we have this roaming around in a sense, correct?
Your choices are your own. I definitely I wouldn't wave it around in the faces of any of the guards, as they're understanding orders to remove them. So.
All right. So, thank you.
Thank you, Lady Lena.
Also, is Brandon anywhere near here?
He and his folk are in conference with the guardhouse, I believe, for most of the day.
Well, they told us he was here. We were trying to buy some travel rations before we went out to the mountains.
The distribution is, yes, we've brought the goods up here while they're in discussions about where they go next and what we're needing from the town. You see.
I mean that I
No,
think
we don't need to take anything from
yeah,
the town.
that we don't need to take anything.
We'll
from the
just
town.
do half rations.
I mean that I don't have to eat much. That you see how much that I eat, and all that I do is just drink a lot of water. I'm fine.
Where are you all planning to go?
We were planning to go up to the mountains, weren't we?
Hey, because whatever came down and attacked the temple came out of them.
All right, so to the monastery then. That's the only thing in the mountains worth going to see.
Yes.
Yes,
That's
yes,
right.
to that the monastery.
Because it came down the road.
All right. The monastery generally has quite the stockpile. They often get snowed in during the winters, and so they'll likely be able to.
We're told it's about 3 days out.
It is. You can, once you get there, you'll be able to restock most effectively.
All right.
There's a bit of a. So we are the only ground point of contact for the monastery. Most of them are winged, and they usually fly where they're going. So often those that are up there they don't eat much. You know, scholars can forget to eat, and so they're often highly overstocked. It's just a matter of protocol that we don't request rations from them. Whatever they get is for them to keep,
All
and
right.
often what goes to them comes from us.
All right,
We're the
so-
waypoint.
All right, well, we found out what we needed to find out, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Tal'gor?
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
He was asleep on a couch elsewhere. He's like, I haven't had a full rest, just shits. I'm just going to lay down on every sofa I find. I don't care if there's anyone on it. There's just like this old lady sitting there. Oh, okay.
I mean that, you know, I do think that me and Arten do need to kind of do a little bit of sleeping before we do go. So we can,
what time?
you're-
What DM?
you're
What time
fine.
of day is it?
Well-
This is like early afternoon.
I probably just need only
All right,
need
look,
just about
look.
like 2 hours of shut-eye. That's all
If
I'm
we
asking.
if we leave now, we're going to be on the road at night, a short distance outside of town. It might be best for us and the town if we'd rest tonight, be here ready in case something else comes down. Or do you want to go ahead and get on the road, Arten? I mean, I'm fine either way. I'm good. The rest of you don't. Look at Tal'gor.
I mean that Tal'gor is still like
Tal'gor
he
can
is
barely lift
suffering.
his own ass.
And then that, you know, then that she just pulls out her stopwatch, and then that y'all notice that there are 2 distinct missing notches from it. Like, I don't know if I can be able to like rewind time to save your asses in battle anymore.
Ouch. I didn't think I needed it. But okay.
But you
Thank
You
No, I
haven't
don't need
needed it. You're not the one blocking with your face.
Alright, that's a terrible thing to block with. You have a shield.
And then plus then that,
Hell, I do.
and then plus
I thought
that
you
just
did.
as long as that we do not run
Wait, you
up
have a
into like
glaive.
Archer Man's brother or whatever, I think that we will be okay.
So you want to go ahead and get out and head out at evening here?
I mean that we can. I mean then that I can see in the
I mean,
dark.
is that what the party wants to do? Is leave out this evening? I'm trying to think of some others' health.
I mean that we can also leave out first thing
I don't like-
at just first light.
I don't like traveling at night.
We
Seems
can
like a
leave
bad
at first
idea.
light.
Right? Now we need to be ready at the same time in case something goes wrong. Because it seems like everything goes wrong in this town at night.
Yes.
I mean that
But the benefit for us if we stay here tonight is we'll be helping the guard. The lack of benefit would be if we're on the road, we don't have the guard.
I mean, that it is up to y'all, really. I'm just following y'all's lead.
How often do the shadows come?
They're coming more and more frequently, but we usually have a day or two between attacks.
I say we roll the dice, leave in the morning.
Alright.
Alright. I'll say this. All three of you should rest. I'll take first watch. I'll keep an eye out with the folks of town if you want all to sleep and make sure you actually
And
can.
then you can get to bed tonight. I will be fine.
At this point, Erobos actually pokes his head around the doorway into the parlor. You guys are here. I thought I heard you guys. Hi.
Hi, Erobos. Long time.
I remembered you this time. You are Z something, and you are biceps. That's wrong. I know that's wrong. I'm
To be
sorry.
fair,
But it's accurate.
She's
But
not
it is
wrong.
accurate. But
He
it
is
is
not
accurate.
wrong.
And this
I mean,
Temple.
I don't know what you're
This-
talking about.
is Tal'gor. Tal'gor. No, that's not right. That's not right.
Tal'gor.
Tal'gor, and this
Who
one.
called you talker?
This
You
one.
can't talk.
Eyeballs.
I'm not going to say no because I've never told you my name, so I'm not offended.
You never told me your name. Good, I didn't forget. Hi.
Hey,
That I am rather curious. A little birdie told me that she's going to kind of whisper to him and then say up in just primordial that you do blood magic.
Birds shouldn't talk. Those are parrots.
Does he respond back
all
up
Phil
in
hears is
primordial?
birds don't talk. Those,
he's just talking back in common.
Oh,
Phil just hears, how did I saw a bird?
Yes.
I'm sorry, it's just the way it was phrased. I'm sorry.
well. Anyway, then that.
Let's go get you a drink and a nap.
Drink.
And a nap.
Yeah, we. Yeah.
Not together with.
Pulls the mug that he's took.
Did
from
you
me.
wash it?
Yep. Look, sparkly clean inside.
It looks clean.
That is proper. I cannot hate on this one currently. Still, that is
Why
very
would you be
conscious.
hating on me?
I thought you were going to be a dick. Take the mug and it would come back still with beer froth.
He
in
is
it.
fun, and then plus that he loves just
I
the
admit
long
so.
I
side.
am offended, sir.
I have met
Sir?
rather shite people.
Sir?
I
accept
mean
most
that
any.
you can trust that anyone that who just
Mistress.
knows how to use that.
No,
knows how to
that's
use
No, that one doesn't fit me. I'm
That
not
one
quite.
doesn't fit.
No, I'm not quite that. No.
Sir is good though.
Hey, whatever.
Sir.
Whatever. Making it weird.
Making it weird.
Tal'gor, making it weird. Fine, maybe it's just me saying it's weird.
Did you guys figure out what the hell you're gonna do?
Yeah, they're gonna go back and finish sleeping because look at the lizard man.
He looks kind of flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to go take a rest back so he doesn't have a -4 to all of his actions that involve strength. From the metaverse standpoint.
Natural. Oh, I'm about to say.
If you rolled a natural 20, that would have been hilarious. It's a natural 5. It's a natural 5.
But
5 is a good number.
Anything you roll is technically a natural of it.
then that Zhonya is just basically just going to kind of like get a little giddy grin on her face and be like, "Do you know the aspects of time magic? Would you like to learn over a drink?"
Time magic.
Yes, time magic.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Time is weird, and I
I'm
don't
going
know
to
that I
bed
want
because
to
I'm
mess
in
with that.
danger.
That
Yeah.
just basically then that just
Like-
for flavor that she just basically just like that she just basically just like speeds them up just a little bit.
This fucking man.
And then as she just slows it back down like Matrix slow.
Oh, fuck, you made him... oh, no, don't do this. Don't... I'm out. I'm going back to... You going to the tavern? Tal'gor,
Yes.
you going to the tavern? All right, let's go to the tavern. You keep being weird.
Normal.
Two.
What?
Lena, don't leave me alone with these folk. I'm going. Wait. Where are we
Help.
going?
Help, you need an adult.
I am the adult.
We
What
are
you
the
talking
adult.
about?
How old are you?
Boy, I'm 738 years old. Don't start with
Whoa,
me.
whoa, whoa, what?
What?
What did you just say?
How old are you?
I am only 35.
Oh, baby.
215.
But he's older than you.
I didn't really doubt that when people started making weird comments about this one.
I mean, that...
By the way, that means that you'd be a child molester with this one. He's even younger.
Damn it.
It's true.
Hey, just watching out for you.
God.
Hey, thanks.
What, did you want to be molested by the weird priest?
Priest? What priest? Priest? What?
Found him at a temple. Found him at a temple.
Okay.
Found him at a temple.
Anyway, then, if you want to join us down
story.
for just
Anyone
some
found in a
evening
temple is not a
drinking, it's
priest.
fine. I am
According
going
to
to do
Phil.
some reading and going to go to bed.
The world according to Phil.
If I find you, I should charge you a priest.
I feel like we never finished drinking, though.
That y'all can drink. I got to do study and research.
You three need to go to bed.
I always do
And
some
I
light
plan to.
reading before bed. You know that you do know that I have finished my book number 21 this week.
Where are you keeping them?
Bag, more books.
Oh, fancy bag.
It's a fancy bag.
Why was she keeping all of them before the fancy bag?
Up in my normal backpack.
Nowhere. Everywhere. It's magic.
Tal'gor carried it.
Yeah,
That makes sense. Tal'gor's just in there clenching cheeks.
Tal'gor is not my pack mule. That he just helps me out from time
He's
to time.
just your library card.
He's a life servant. Of course he's a pack mule.
I mean that you know that
He's not a
That
fucking
weed-
Wookiee.
I mean that whatever that was.
Okay, that would be $39.54 on video too.
That was beautiful.
So in Lenin, that means
You just said his mother was a beautiful woman and should be praised.
I mean
True.
that. To be fair, that we do
she
well.
is.
Well, then that he actually owes me a life debt because I saved his life. But it's fine. And Tal'gor just like, hey, fire. Did you just say fire?
He just said fucking fire. Oh my god, baby steps. Now all we got to do is tell him it's lit.
And then Tal'gor is just gonna go over to like Erobos and just go like,
Yes. I have no the fuck idea what
Have
you
we
just
already
said.
left?
Yes.
Yeah, we're leaving. We're heading out the door.
Talking
Tal'gor.
about how awesome crossbows are.
So awesome.
No, longbows are
great.
much better. Let's just go to the
Not
tavern.
if you're on a fucking horse.
Yes, longbows are better on a horse.
No, they're not.
So it's like
Short bow, composite bow, crossbow, horseback.
Don't like horses.
I mean that.
They're always surprisingly bigger.
I
than
mean
you
that
remember
you know
them
that
being.
I had
taste
tried
like
to
them.
use it and I could not get the
Have you
schematics
ever-
of this stupid
Right.
of that the
Multi-shot crossbow.
stupid crossbow.
Absolutely.
Does it
Amazing.
spin?
yeah.
Like in the
I've
stories
seen-
at the bar.
I've seen two.
I would-
I had one that was a crossbow, and on the bottom was another crossbow. Knock both. Shoot one, spin the other. Shoot. Awesome.
But did y'all hear about the elf that who had
Absolutely
basically like
awesome.
slid downstairs on a shield,
That's
shooting
propaganda.
people?
One guy.
I can go
One
ahead and
guy.
tell you, as
Any
an elf-
Joe out of the
as-
army
as-
could have used
as an
this
elf-
double.
As an elf, I'm going to tell you that's bullshit. He would have busted his ass, rolled and tumbled, and then stood up very eloquently, and everybody would be like, "What happened? Nothing. I did it. I slid down. I killed 85 orcs. Tell the dwarf," and he would have kept on going. But I think you shot Steve. Steve's an orc, and Steve's over here. My dad was an orc, you racist, and that's a problem. Okay, that's a fucking problem.
But to be fair, I mean that you can knock like 3
Anyway,
arrows.
The second
Yeah.
multi-shot
Yes.
crossbow I had
Yes.
a clip.
and
Had
then plus
had a
then you
box.
don't have to
You
worry
take a
about
box.
this whole reloading.
Yeah, whole
property.
box.
Oh, it had a big old.
Pop, boom.
Oh,
pop,
that's-
pop, boom. Pop.
That's too much work.
Oh my
But
god.
that's just too much work.
Oh,
That's
it's
why
a whole lot less work than. Where'd they go? No, pop, pop, boom, pop, pop, boom. It is awesome. Crossbows.
From behind you.
4236. 4236. 4236.
Crossbows for life.
We need this assured long 10 crossbow, 10 longbow. We are making this a thing now.
Oh Oh god.
Oh, I actually hit the tip of my pencil with that.
Oh,
Is that what you call it now?
oh god. Well, Zhonya just basically just gets a little bit of just set up.
4309.
She just gonna just set up a little bit at the tavern with just like a little bit of pillows or just what she can try to find as pillows and be like that. I would sleep down here tonight. I'll be fine.
Anyway,
And just starts
You're
researching
setting up to sleep in the common room?
while researching.
I once heard of a crossbow named Bianca that was a mix of that. There was a pump action and it fired from top and bottom.
I despise all of you right now.
That's fine. It was a mechanical piece of beauty.
I don't
However,
like
you would not get it away
crossbows.
from the dwarf that possessed it at all.
I don't want to.
Actually, good. Anyway, I'm done here. I'm going to work on a little bit of jewelry if I can.
It's shiny. It's pretty. I like it. What is
Well,
it?
now I'm not going to do it because you're watching me and I'm going to feel awkward the entire time. And also, the players' fucking rolls have made me not that great of a fucking jeweler, so now I'd have to roll with disadvantage by the players' rolls because it's awkward.
Oh,
Fine. Sexy beast. I don't care.
He's
how young
yours
you
now.
are.
By the way, room 205.
oh,
You're gorgeous.
Thank you.
I just gave him a random room number. That is not the room that necessarily
I
there's.
know, my room is 4. There's not that many rooms in this
I don't
building.
think there's a two. He's like, where's the second floor? There's downstairs.
Thank you. Your name.
Yeah.
You born with that name?
Yeah. Wasn't very fun back in Kairos now. Of course, that was 738 years ago, so maybe they've gotten better since then.
They haven't.
Ah. Good thing I haven't gone back.
Why on earth would someone name you after him?
Oh wait.
Why
it is,
indeed?
It is him.
No!
Oh, well, there goes my plot point.
I would hate being a god. That sounds so awful.
They're just pretentious assholes.
Too much response. Hey now, don't get. I'm backing away.
Have you met the Theros gods?
No, don't want to.
I've met 3. Neither one was better than the last. I don't plan on beating the rest. Bunch of pretentious assholes. Just walking around the
Not gonna
fields
get
like they
smoked.
own the place.
Not going to get.
Tal'gor is just like,
Is that a Theros god? Well, then I haven't met that one.
You got a god in a rock? That's weird.
This one does.
Multiple gods in a rock?
Yes, 3 of them.
The god's not in the rock.
They're
The
gods in
roommates. They never agree on anything.
rocks? Gods and rocks.
We have tears.
Tears.
Tears. The
Everything
Sad.
has tears.
tears of what did they say that girl's name was? Tears of
Zhonya is just like, Zoina.
That sounds like you.
yeah, but not her.
I should hope not. Zoena's green, she's red.
Anyway, we have some tears of Zhonya. They have some properties of some of the gods from around here, and Tal'gor thinks he has a special connection to one of them.
He just draws the sun,
Egg.
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 Oh, egg shape.
Egg.
Oh, that's...
Hey, that's what this one said about them too. Not wrong. Not wrong. Not wrong.
And Tal'gor is about to go like... He's going to sleep.
Totally no segue, but Erobos is just going to be like, my mom thought it was a good idea. Father's last name was Iskios, so, you know, it just sounded cool, I guess. I don't know.
Erobos Iskeros.
Iskios.
Iskios.
Yeah. Means shadows. It's great. Great fun.
Death Shadows.
Yeah. Great fun except for that.
You know, one time I met a rogue whose name was Death Incarnate, and then his mom came and picked him up in a cart.
Was he sick?
No, he still just lived with her, and he was a rogue,
Okay.
and Mama's very special boy.
Oh, that's not sexy.
No, nothing about him was. He was a little incelly.
70.
Yeah. Anyway, DM, what do I need to roll to see if while I'm trying to...
Performance.
Is it performance for... It's performance for trying to do stuff with the... Okay. Hey, we're on point, guys. It's 9. I'm a shitty jeweler. The wire is still too thick.
Erobos sees you struggling. You could be like, you could do it.
Thank you.
Bardic inspiration.
So I can roll a...
D6.
D6.
So you're talking about Rangers.
So
I was like, this is fucking
14. 14 total if that's added on top of whatever I was... Or do I need to re-roll?
No, you're fine. So it is still thick, but you're starting to get a feel for how it moves. If you warm it up a little bit, it moves a little easier.
He's over here like, this guy's been trying to bed me down since the day he saw me.
You're sexy.
Such a bard.
Sexy cat.
He's a sexy cat.
By the way, what's that on your hip over there with the strings?
Strings?
Strings.
Strings?
Let's talk about the instrument.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Hand it over for these real quick. I'm not going to do anything bad to it.
He plans to fix it.
I do plan to fix it. You've been nice.
Hand it over.
Gonna cast mending. Takes 10 minutes.
Cool. He's distracted whilst you're doing such.
So basically,
Just sitting there.
I've been before
Fucking book it, cat.
at the sincerely at the moment where he was when he was going to bed, and I was like, I'm gonna start going to bed too. And in my mind, I was gonna start taking off my my shirt and everything, heading to bed, and like in the hallway because I'm planning on just sleeping. And then at that exact moment is when you said something about me being a sexy cat, and I was like, I'm not taking my shirt off in front of this
well,
guy.
then that
Welcome to why the rest of us don't want to sit and live in tiny hut
is
with
just
you
like
two.
thinking to herself like, it's going to be a hard time for him to get into the room because I have the key.
This is true.
And then as she is just going to toss it to like Erobos and be like, it's just room for.
Fucking
Chaotic good.
Goes running down the hall and sees you in the hall. It's like, you forgot the key.
joy, rapture. Thank you.
Turns around and walks away.
Unlock.
He was trying to pick it with his claws.
I mean,
That's a 1.
it is his turn.
It was an odds and even roll.
But
I'm sorry. It's
as that
I have
she's
to
just
do that
like
'cause
up
every
in
time
just
I
her
get one
spell
of
book,
that,
and then she's just like, it was
That was
something
7.
like aced, and it's something. Was it just like flame orb? No. It wasn't flame orb. Was it chaos? Was it seething chaos? No. What was the name of that?
Burning hands, firebolt.
No.
Firebolt.
I know. I just know those two innately, and then
I'm
that.
watching the time over here.
Okay, and then that's just basically. I think it's either something about. I just think that it rhymes with waste. I can't think of that one.
Paste.
Mace.
You're
Haste.
asleep.
Now she just
Agreed.
falls asleep.
I'm gone.
Now she just falls asleep while
Yes.
she can't remember.
Is it fixed? Is it
Lace.
ready? Is it ready?
But
Is
yeah,
it ready?
this, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
It's still off tune.
I can't fix that.
I know that's my fault.
Alright, I at least shard up the body so it won't break.
It's beautiful.
You're welcome.
It's not as beautiful as your eyes, but thanks.
Ooh.
I'm still getting used to this.
Is it new?
Yay.
It's new?
Yeah.
Did you see him? Did you want the mirror again?
No, I don't need to. It's weird.
Okay.
Anyway.
Anyway.
We will wrap with that. You guys will get your long rest. We're just gonna make it really easy. Erobos actually has no intention of letting you guys not get a full night's sleep. Like when you basically get around to trying to go to bed, like you say you're gonna go wake them up or whatever, he's still in the common room. Like Lori and Dusty and Marley have been in and out, like dinner service and everything. He's still here, and he basically tells you that he's got it covered.
Alright, I don't. Gonna go in. Tal'gor. No.
Zhonya is still asleep
Tal'gor's
at the
actually
little
slightly
bar.
cute when he sleeps. Look at that. He's all spooning the pillow and everything. That's fucking adorable. Look at that. Anyway.
The pillows are back. It is quite comfy and cushy in the lantern.
Alright. It's been a long fucking day.
There's a little music box or something playing just really quiet music. Plink, plink, plink.
I bless the rains down in throat. And goes slowly drifts off into trance on the pillows.
You all get your long rest, and that is where we will end for 2 weeks, because we're doing Anathema next week.
Yeah, next week will be Anathema. Sorry, everybody, this is going to be played the next day sometime. We played this the night before because of internet shitting the bed. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you go on Twitter, we are Team Bonus Action, or bonus_team. Bonus_team on Twitter. Team Bonus Action on Facebook and Team Bonus Action on YouTube. If you see the Hydra, it's us. And what we got coming on is Spence is still working on some merch, so that eventually will
be coming soon.
This is a demo, and shirt is some of his skills. So that's something in the future. We will also have, Sunday we will have the next...
Into the Woods, and then also at noon we will be having a bonus roundtable.
Right, we'll be doing
so that you will be 2 for 1 on Sunday. So be sure for that.
Yeah, so we'll be doing roundtable earlier than that because Chris's games seem to run long. Monday will be Lost Seas. We were going to do Holy Winds or Lost Seas, and then real life got in the way of a whole lot of people, so we did a kitchen table. Thursday again will be this again, and next week.
No, this coming Thursday is Anathema.
Thursday is Anathema. Okay, so Anathema's on the 10th, and then on the 11th will be the second half of Balloon. God, next week's busy. And then after that is going to be one of our Mardi Gras. And then the next week is going to be the other of our Mardi Gras. And then sometime in March will be the actual Mardi Gras. So
much Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
We live in a state that likes to celebrate Carnival. So
yes.
Anyway, thank y'all for watching. And since Knox is not here,
don't let your meat loaf. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.
We love you.
Like, comment, subscribe.